Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome back. We were just here yesterday. We were just here yesterday, and now we are back. Welcome to the Men's Forum on the Real Precious Network. Guys, definitely hit the like button as you like. You already are paying. You need some tea?
Yep.
Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell button so you know when we are going live. But we're here every Wednesday evening with the men, just going over viral videos or just videos in these YouTube, Instagram, TikTok streets to react to. A lot of them are pointing out behaviors. What we will be doing is pointing out the behaviors, not necessarily pointing fingers, but pointing out behaviors between men and women and relationships, and giving our real life, real time reaction on the Real Precious Network. So, guys, how are you doing this evening?
Good. How you doing?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Good.
I'm doing okay. How about you?
I got the itis a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
What you been eating? I'm eating?
Yeah, eating. I'm eating. But other than that, I'm fine. Can't complain at all.
Right.
It's Wednesday, the middle of the week. We're almost there.
Yep.
Almost there. Everyone survived the heat today. Today was supposed to be the hottest day, but no, it was hot. I mean, I'm not even gonna say it wasn't that hot. It was hot. It was hot. But other than that, I'm doing well. Can't complain. Guys, if you're in the chat, definitely hit the like button, get outside of the live chat, hit that thumbs up, let the algorithm know that we are gathering here this evening. I don't know who else is going to join us. I did send the link to Coach Ferg and Champ Talk. I put it in the chat. So we'll see if it shows up. If it's just us, it's just gonna be us. Okay.
Yeah, you got it.
All right. So this first video I want to play, I'm pretty sure everyone has seen it. If not, you're gonna see it tonight. Okay. It is a video of Kendra G circulating. She went to the Essence Fest, and her and I believe his name is Truth Speaks. I believe his name is. I know he's originally from Philly. And he has a presence on social media where I don't know. I think he's just more so of a straight shooter. I can't really say he takes the men's side, he takes the women's side. I think he's just more so.
Yeah, he just said how he sees it.
Yeah, he says it how he sees it exactly. And so this video is of Kendra G, and I wanted to go over this video because I'm pretty sure those who are watching, and you guys definitely know Kevin Samuels. We know that Kendra G was on the Kevin Samuels show, Truth Hurts. There we go. Thank you so much, JT. I appreciate you. The Truth Hurts. Truth Hurts is his name, and so we know that Kendra G was on Mr. Kevin Samuels' platform. We know that Kevin Samuels is a straight shooter as well, and so he said some things to Kendra that she didn't agree with, that she wasn't too keen of, that she had rebuttals for. And so I saw this video and I thought it was quite funny because it seems as though now that Kevin Samuels is gone, she wants to get rid of terms that he coined in this arena. I don't think I've heard anyone speak of a high value man until Kevin Samuels came on the scene. Have you guys?
Yeah, no. All this stuff I heard when I came to the internet.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we have
internet talk.
So yeah, it's internet talk, but it's stuck because it kind of made sense because it's a distinguishing mark. So he just chose it, and he had a definition for it too. So
Kendra G is giving her definition and throwing out a new term.
Yeah, it's not. Nobody cares.
Let's get into the video.
High value, because I don't like the term high value, because usually high value is predicated on money, access, looks, I like the word high demand.
Okay.
Because high demand, yes, the man with the money, the looks is desired by a lot of women. But when we say value, that's an individual thing. It goes back to what I just said a second ago. Value to me is the person that shows up for you. So you could know a rich man, he could be fine, but does he show up for you? He's actually a no value man, if you think about it that way.
Okay.
So we gotta rewrite this high value slogan, because that's the misconception, and that's why men are walking around with an S on their chest, because they feel like they got the money, they got the fame, they got the looks. But ladies, that's our fault because we made them that way. We got to take that power back. If a person doesn't show up for you, that's a no value human.
All right. So what do you guys think about that? A no value human is someone who does not show up for you. She also wanted to change the high value phrase and turn it into high demand. Is there really a difference between high value and high demand?
No, first of all, high value actually would supersede high demand because Pookies and Ray Rays are in high demand by a lot of women. They don't have no money. Yeah, they are. They're populating all the underbelly of the black community. What are you talking about? They're in high demand. They get a lot of sex. And they have a lot of kids. So they're in high demand. They can't offer anything, but they're in high demand. You know, so I mean, so she's my, I guess she's my, listen, I applaud her accomplishments, but she's the first person who would fight you tooth and nail if you tell her she's not a high value woman.
Well, she is hell bent on her making her money and her not being in a relationship because, you know, she makes her money. And if she was to get in a relationship, you know, she would be locking down her money and the man wouldn't be subject to any of it.
So that's one thing. So then she's not going to show up for the man, right? Then she's not a high value woman. See, that's my whole point. The hypocrisy and the double speak is something you got to just look through. She calls herself a high value woman. She's a misandrist, by the way. That's the number one. She hates men. She has a problem with men. And one of the things that she has a problem with, and listen, one of the biggest things she has a problem with is because she values herself a lot, and the men that she wants won't let her just do the shit that she wants to do. And that's one of the problems with rich black women, or women, period. And especially in the black community, those are the ones I listen to the most. They don't understand that for a man's point of view, I don't care if you make $2 million a year. If you want to be my wife, you want to be my woman, there's certain things I would expect from you, and you might not like them. Because you're going to say, I got this money, and so why should I be submissive to you at all?
Well, what are some of those things? Let's break it down.
Well, first of all, I mean, there's expectations that I would have of my wife, like every so often, just shut the fuck up. This is, not because you can't talk. It's because I need to take the lead in certain things, and I don't want to debate everything because you got a lot of money, right? If I have to debate every little thing, and Kendra D looks like a person I would have to debate with, you stay single. If I have a household and I'm the leader of the household, it doesn't matter if you're a millionaire. Okay, I make $1,001,000 because that's going to make you happy. Because not you, but the woman happy, because they don't care how much the man makes, how much they make alone. So he makes $1 more than they do. So it makes you more happy. But I'm taking the leadership, and you're not used to men leading you because you're this strong, independent boss chick. And some of those things mean, and I sound real, it's a hyperbole when I say shut the F up. But the point really is, you can't have two leaders in a household, right? So you're going to have that one leader. That means you got to acquiesce to your man. You either trust him to do the right things or not. Doesn't mean you can't talk. But I'm not going to debate everything, and I'm going to expect certain things from you. I'm going to expect to be able to make love every so often. I'm not going to have to go through like signing an affidavit and say, do you give me permission tonight to kiss you on the neck and shit like that? I'm not going through that. You know what I mean? There's a lot of women.
You don't want to have sex?
Have you listened to Kendra G? If you listen to her, I think any man told her, listen, Kendra, get your ass over here. I want to lay you down. She said, wait a minute. did I give you
Trying to
permission?
go count my millions? Like what?
I would just say she's just annoying. And there's a reason why she's still single. And she'll say it's because it's her choice. The fact is that there's no quote unquote high demand, high value man who wants to put up with her shit. And that's the thing with she got a problem with that. What's the other chick's name with the baby? She had the IVF.
You talking about Ebony K. Williams?
Their problem with men in their category is that they have to acquiesce to those men. They don't want to. They want to be the free agents they want to be and have a man who's high value, high demand catering to them. That's what they want. And that's not going to happen. Not the way they want it to happen. Then I can't marry down, and men been marrying down for ages. So I mean, she's just annoying. She's just annoying. She made accomplishments. I grant to that, but she's just annoying.
Do you think Kendra G? I mean, Kendra G has been in the game for a while. I think that millennials probably see her on, or not millennials, but the newer age kids see her.
I think isn't she a millennial? Is she an older millennial? I don't think she's a Gen Xer. I think she's. I don't know how old she is, but she's a good
46.
She's a millennial.
She's 46.
Yeah.
She's 46. Kendra
If
G?
she's that old, yeah. So she might be a young Xer, old millennial.
But what I'm saying is she had a career in radio journalism, and she's made a name for herself. And then COVID hit. She got on YouTube, the Instagram, the Facebook. And she went live one night, and then this show, Kendra G Singles, popped off, right?
She's accomplished.
Yeah, so she's accomplished, and then she's in this arena of social media where entertainment is pretty much paramount. Like, if you're not being entertaining, you're really a lot of times not holding a lot of people's attention. So do you think that sometimes a lot of this stuff is sensationalized, or do you think that it's truly who she is? No,
I think it's truly who she is. But it's sensationalized as well. Because she understands it's about drawing an audience to her. And her audience is clearly mostly women. But, one of the things I see is by the kind of people who comes on her show. Every so often, she gets a gem. But most of the women who come on her show are like in a different. I got 18 baby daddies, and I want a high value man. She knows a lot about certain things, but her hatred of men skews her vision.
Why do you think she hates men?
Because I'm listening to her. I listen to her talk. Everything she says is anti-man. Period. I mean, just like women think that every man. Well, you're a woman. You don't hear it the way I hear it. I think that Kendra G actually does tell women, she does stop them in their tracks and tell them, girl, you got all this going on. What man do you think that you're going to get? No, that's not what I'm saying. No, that's part of it. That's what she's telling those women. But when she talks about in general, like she was talking about, she's on platforms and yeah. Listen, it always comes back to that men are not the prize. We're the prize. We're all, who talks like that? If I was at her level, listen. Maybe some people can't hear it, and I grant you that you don't hear it. Just like women call men misogynists all the time, I can tell when a woman has misandry or not. And every word that she says has a taint of downing men from with her misrepresentation of who we are. If a man feels he's high value, who is she to tell him he's not?
Yeah, because
who is she to tell him he's not?
She went under a post, under Truth Hurts post on Instagram, and she typed this long ass message about how he should be thankful that he was on the panel with her, and like, come on. Like, first of all, I don't think they should be having that conversation on the Essence stage.
Probably
first
not.
of all.
Well, it's all right. We'd have to have those conversations.
not essence
That's-
But
isn't
what you
essence
mean by
isn't
that? By that?
essence isn't a place where you have those kind of conversations.
Okay.
That's not Essence Festival is about black excellence. It's not about putting black people against one another. And that's exactly what they did on that stage. And yeah, our pain is right. Like if you look at some of her videos, like she will let the women get away with stuff, but then when a guy comes on, she goes in like she'll be like, well, why do you expect to get a woman, or it's just you could see the differences she plays when it comes to men and women.
And I can say all that. Wait, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And so when you her videos actually crack me up because sometimes sometimes you get a guy to come up there and he will challenge her, and she don't like that on her show.
Not
And
at all.
she'll start going off, she'll be like, well, you call my show, and just ranting and raving about stuff that don't even make sense.
One of the things about one of the things about her that a lot of people don't realize, a lot of the views that she gets is because so many people react to her videos.
I was just about to say that. Like her million subscribers don't match her views.
Yeah, so one of the things that she doesn't appreciate, that at one point she was really mad that people were like snipping that. Then she started to realize that this is an average. So what?
Say that again. You cut out.
She was really. Oh, I'm sorry. She was really mad that people were reacting to a lot of her videos because people were making their own things based on her videos, but she couldn't copyright them. Then she started to realize. If I don't know if I'm still breaking up. Then she started to realize that, hey, this is advertisement. Part of her success is that everybody reacts it, not just for her, but for some of those people that come on there. It's like ridiculous.
Yeah.
And she absolutely treats the women callers differently than the men. Now, in and of itself, that's not I can see that. But she's a misandrist.
When you look at
she's a misandrist.
her video, like she didn't understand how social media works, right? When she first came on. So like when people are clipping her Instagram and her YouTube clips, she's actually gaining more followers and views from that content. So she was actually she was getting people's channels. So like she was copyrighting people's she was sending them a strike. People who were reviewing her channel, she was striking their content. She actually tried to sue a content creator, and he actually won. And she had to pay him. I don't know how much money he won, but she had to end up paying for his legal fees and like some other stuff. So she didn't understand how YouTube works and the free speech and the free use of content, as long as you mention the content creator. Like this, it's just like when you review like a news clip, you give credit to the news article or the news channel that wrote it, right? And so she didn't understand. For her to be quote unquote so smart, she didn't understand how YouTube worked.
Listen, I just like to also say that listen, I don't begrudge her accolades, right? And this is one thing that I'm working on. This is one thing I've learned about Black women in general. 3 things that I look at. I call it the trifecta of Black women. They need attention, accolades, and affirmation. Those 3 things. If you give those 3 things to, I say Black women, it's probably all women, but Black women are always on steroids because you guys put everything on steroids, okay? That's what I'm saying. So it's not just Black women, but it works well on Black women. You could get them to do anything. You can get them to say anything. You could get them to promote anything. If you give me these 3 things, the attention I need, appreciate my accolades, and affirm no matter what I do, right, wrong, or indifferent, affirm me, then you my best buddy. And you give me a bullhorn and I'll say whatever you need me to say. Because I'm a 10. I'm 5'1" and I'm 670 pounds, but I'm a 10. And just tell me that, and okay, we're buddies. I'm using as an example. It's out there, but it's true, right? You see it all over the place. How about the lady? The diet don't work well for us. She's 800 pounds, and she probably had a hoagie after the damn show. I'm just trying to say, these are the 3 Achilles heels of our sisters. That's the only way you can get 92% of them to vote for one party. And black men were no better, right? We were right behind you because, we were sniffing at the coattails. And it's time for that to end. But listen, I don't hate Kendra G. I'm just calling her out for the way she is. She's trying to redefine what it is to be a man. And I take umbrage with a woman trying to do that. Any woman. Period. And I'm not going to back down from that.
Okay. No, Kendra G, she does hold herself to this higher standard. Has she worked for everything that she has? Yes. Has she built a name for herself? Of course.
Yeah.
I do think that there is a certain power in being humble as well, and you don't have to be a pushover. You don't have to, be shy towards everyone or be a people pleaser. But there is something about being humble and getting to your place of success in a manner where you don't have to put others down in order to boost yourself up. And I think that with Kendra G being at the heights, now she has a show on OWN for Oprah, which is quite funny because Oprah never married anybody. She got Stedman in the corner somewhere in the attic.
She got a little bell.
And I'm not saying, I'm not hating on Kendra G. Get your money, boo-boo. But at the same time, you do have to be able to sustain that. And what she can sustain on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok, where people are, really fitting that kind of content into their day because it's short-term content, unless you're watching her lives on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. That's something that you have to sustain. Like, when you sign those deals and you write those contracts, it's okay. What's the viewership going to be like? How long are we going to be on for? How long is this contract for? Is this just a pilot and we'll see how it goes? And we give you about 4 or 5, episodes to see what kind of traffic comes through here. And so, I wish her the best, but at the same time, I wish she was just a little bit more humble because sometimes you're right. She do jump down, a guy's throat when he's on the show. And it's like, wait, hold on. Like sometimes, I'll be in the comments like, Kendra, did you even hear what they said? Like so sometimes you could be so high on that horse that you're not even hearing things correctly and you're not, comprehending them correctly. And so that's my only thing with Kendra G, soar to the top as mountain you can and get your money and, spread love. But at the end of the day, don't try to bring people down, especially men, because she do it to some women too. It's not just men. But I think that there's a different Kendra G when she's being interviewed versus a Kendra G that you see when she's interviewing others that are on her show looking for love. I think those can be 2 different Kendra G's, and she'll say, I'm gonna pop my shit. I'm gonna pop my cool. But at the end of the day, does it really need to be popped? I think that when people work hard and they do for themselves, it speaks for itself. You don't necessarily have to always throw it in people's faces. We see it, Kendra. He's on the radio. We heard you.
We're gonna sick Tasha K on her ass.
Yeah. And I think I saw a clip of Tasha K actually going in on Kendra G. I didn't get the full scoop of it. But there is something on Instagram that I saw where Kendra G was talking about, Tasha K was talking about Kendra G, but that's what Tasha K do too. So I don't know how true the thing she was saying was. And
we know she got sued. She's still in to give Cardi B her money.
Yeah, I don't know. She must have some type of force field around her because it's like, Tasha, she's talking about these folks, girl, and she not only talks about them, she has receipts from people who are pillow talking and getting paid to reveal these secrets
Mhm.
about these people. And so, as much as she's paying people, she got to pay Cardi B that money. Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right. So we're gonna be moving on to a video of a young man. I don't know who this is. I don't know if he's a rapper. I don't know if y'all might know who he is. People in the chat, y'all let me know if y'all know who this guy is. He could just be on this show with these other content creators, but he's talking about the first time he felt challenged as a man being in his last relationship. And I wanted to bring that to the platform because I think that happens just naturally for men. But I wanted to get you guys' perspective on it.
I was in, I felt like that was my first relationship where I felt pushed, and that
Y'all know who he is?
No, I do we
I
see him?
can't see it.
You can't?
No.
Yeah, we just have the essence.
StreamYard. Come on, man.
There you go. Let's see him.
You see it now?
Yeah, the guy with this hair thing going on.
Okay, yeah.
No.
You guys let me know if you know who he is. I'm gonna rewind it.
last relationship I was in, I felt like that was my first relationship where I felt pushed, and that shit was like foreign to me, and that's what kind of pushed me away. Cause I'm like, I'm used to girls just being around, low key for the vibes, and then I'm like, if I like you, I like you. If it goes further, it goes further. But like this one was like, no, nigga.
Zay got pretty privileged, bro.
She really worried about Xavier. She don't give a fuck about no Zay France. She knows Zay France.
Zay France. I don't know if anybody knows Zay
No, I
France.
never heard this guy.
I've never seen
His
him
mama
before.
called him named him Xavier. I'm gonna call him Xavier.
France is gonna help Xavier France and the family that I'm trying to build, and
Type
you feel me? And that was like that shit fucked me up, bro. Cause I'm like, I am not used to no shit like that, bro.
What it do is exemplify the pressure that you putting on yourself.
Like you could be fucking with a nigga that got way more shit going on than me, like beautiful, you have money. So for you to really lock in with me and you don't have to, that shit fucked me up.
Does he go on and just scream how it messed him up? I mean, because
And I'm just trying to, you feel me, become a better man, period.
That's a real singing nigga, man.
I'm trying to be a real
motherfucker make a whole album off that shit.
Well, he didn't go into it there, but there were just some certain things. Like, again, I wanted to get you guys' perspective because he said a couple things, especially him being in a relationship with a girl who, challenged him, probably pushed him harder, and not as the artist, but as the human being, as the man, right? And he said that pretty much got him a little shook. He had never had that before. So do you guys know what he's talking about? Have you ever been in situations where you're in a relationship with a woman and it's like she's trying to push me to be a better me and I'm not all the way with it, or I don't see that for myself, or I can't just get there?
I mean, eventually, I think at some micro level, like you're gonna have to improve, being with somebody. Like they're just not gonna accept, any old thing. Now, we don't know the context, like if she was just asking for something astronomical, or if she was just saying, hey, can you communicate better? Can you, if you're busy, just send me a text and say, hey, I'm busy. I'll call you when I get home, or something like that. There are ways, maybe she wanted him to dress different, or maybe she wanted him to cut his hair. Like, we don't know,
No, he didn't do that. he failed.
I'm just saying, like,
No, I hear what you're saying. I'm just saying he failed.
So, like, it could be she just wanted him to maybe improve his communication, his emotional awareness, things like that. And maybe he just wasn't with it.
Well, Well, here's my thing. Like most men, if you're going to get into a real relationship with a woman, and I usually speak for marriage, not just this play shit that everybody's doing. You really want your woman to be a muse for you. You really want her to be your muse, and there's a way, feminine women know how to do that. They know how to bring things out of people, out of men that they're with, in the right kind of way that leaves his ego intact.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's it's supposed to be a skill or a natural skill that women have that they've lost with all the bullshit that's going on out here. But a real feminine woman who's tied to her man, she's his muse. Because a lot of things married men do is to make sure that the life that they give their women and their children is the best they can make. Right? And if that means he has to elevate, he has to do a few things, has to go for that promotion, got to do some extra stuff, you're going to do it. Especially, you're going to go ahead and strive for that. And so he wasn't used to that because he's probably just been banging out chicks.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm serious. A lot of guys, I told you this before, a lot of people don't, they look at me and say, oh, I actually liked all the women I slept with. So I learned something from all of them. I talked to them. I tried, because I had like 3 phases before I went to college, when I went to college, and after, like, the women I met in college, they were college bound. They had dreams. They had futures they were looking for. It was worth talking to them about. It's not just, you pass the joint, you pass a little alcohol, you talk a little bit, and you learn something about what they're thinking about. And some of that stuff was very useful to you as a person for your growth. Now, I didn't have 1,000 women, so let's stop that. But enough. But I'm just saying that when I went into the professional life, the women that I was talking to were professionals. Mm-hmm. So the fact is, with a lot of guys, if every woman looks like a pork chop, they really don't learn anything from them. Because it doesn't take much if you're that kind of guy to take a woman to get her panties off. It's not that hard for some guys, and you don't learn anything. And so I'm just saying, he looked like a guy who was just passing through the women. So when he found a woman, he said, okay, this is what I expect from you. And he shook her. I can see that. Because he liked her. He said, well, he couldn't just discard her for something about her that he liked. So when she said that, it made him pause. If she was just a bust down, he wouldn't have thought about it.
There was something.
That's what I get from that conversation.
Oh, so he also said, that's what he said. He also said, she could be with anybody. She's beautiful. She has money. Do guys really go off a vibe and just see where that vibe's going to take them?
Yeah, we ain't monsters. Of course, why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't we? I mean, why wouldn't a man go off a vibe?
Well, yeah,
what you mean by go off a vibe? You go further.
I'm using the words that the man in the video said. He goes, I thought that she was just here for the vibes. Again, he's younger,
right?
But, so the vibe is just I'm not looking for anything serious. It's just we're just hanging out, and if it goes to a certain place, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
But she might have been there for the vibe. She might have still been there for the vibe, but she might have saw something in here that she thought might have been worth more.
Right, but I'm not asking about her. I'm asking about him.
Well, he was not him. Okay, my point is that most of his women, he was only there with women for a vibe.
Right, and they allowed it. Right.
Women always allow men to be, it's something that women do. Yes. That's why you're all bitter, because too many of y'all be with men for the vibe. Right? That's why there's a lot of bitter women out there, because they don't have, they talk all this standard bullshit, but the guys that they want, they be with them for the vibe. And when it don't work out, they come on TikTok and story time 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Right. But now you have a woman that is saying, I'm not accepting that. And, either get it together or I'm out. And now a lot of times that woman is looked at, oh, she the strict one, or she the one who has boundaries. And however, this could have been the woman that could have truly helped this man, because not only did she like him, she was willing to tell him the truth about himself and be that mirror. But a lot of men aren't. I don't think that they're willing to look at the mirror when they're just trying to catch a vibe. When they're just trying to catch a vibe, you're not trying to look in the mirror.
No. I agree with you. You don't care anything that's going on that side. But apparently, the fact that he's confessing this to those guys around the table, I would imagine he hasn't confessed that to anybody else. It's probably the first time he ever mentioned that to anybody. It's that he's being honest with those guys around the table. I thought she was just another bust down until she checked me about something. And it shook me because she was right. Right? Because whatever she said to him, she was right. And it made him reflect. You know? And then I think somewhere in there he said he felt like he's a better man. Now he took that in. I think he even said that.
Because nobody ever talked to him like that way.
Yeah.
Right. And
because
that's what I'm saying. A lot of men don't have women that are going to talk to them in a certain way that you're actually going to speak life to them and not trying to have life with them as far as, you know, having a baby, being a single mom. Like there are women who are out there who are who want to work with you or who are interested in you and they see more in you than you see in you.
Could be.
I'm not talking about like the show that we did where the guy was already in his 60s and she's like, but I want more. You know, he already is who he is.
Yeah,
You have to accept him at that stage. But this young man, Xavier, it looks like he's in a part of his life where he wants to develop maybe this. I don't know if he's an artist. Again, I don't know exactly who he is, but he's on the podcast with these guys, so he must be an up and coming some type of entrepreneur. And that girl probably, you know, because we're sent here to help y'all, and a lot of times when the help is right there, you still want to go party. You want to check out the vibes. You want to and yes, there are women who will do that. There are plenty, like we said last show, there's a man for every woman. Whatever, it's a party pack. Whatever is your comfort, whatever you want to do, you know, there's somebody out there for you. But a lot of times I think that men do miss out on the good woman because they'd rather be with the woman that's going for the vibe. They'd rather be with the woman that doesn't really require much out of them. They're low maintenance, they're low effort. And like you said, our pain, we like attention. Do y'all I'm just a girl.
No, that's true, but I don't know if most men listen, I you know, you might be right. A lot of guys, it depends on what phase of life they're in, right? You know, if they're just having fun, of course they're gonna look at all women like pork chops, you know, juicy ones, you know, juicy pork chop. But if he's transitioning to where he's looking for somebody serious, he'll be more intentional. And you just got to catch the man at the right time, just like you got to catch the woman at the right time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what that is. I mean, so I don't think he was really that intentional with her until she checked him that, you know, hey, listen, if we're going to be together, I need a little bit more something out of you, you know, and that's fair. I think, you know, she was, you know, because I assume they're already having sex. So he thinks he's on easy street. And then so at one point they're probably talking or something. And she said, hey, yo, well, you know, I need to.
On easy street when y'all get the cooch. Is that what it is? Like, oh, I'm in there. I'm good. I can relax. Is that what it is? Is that what it is?
You don't need me to answer that shit. You don't need me to answer that. I mean, listen, man. That's what the whole thing about post-nut clarity is, right? The ladies in the back, what's the Shirelles made a song about it. Will you still love me tomorrow? Right? Tonight, I can see the loving in your eyes, but will you still love me tomorrow? That's about him getting his shit off, and she charged him up. We could have sex tonight, but are you going to still come back tomorrow? That's what most women have to get over that hurdle with a man. That's why they that's why they're busting down Tyrone, but the guy they really like, they want to put him on some kind of cruise for 8 months before they give it to him. You know, and it's stupid, but it's inevitable. That clarity only comes after the first time y'all have sex, because you know whether this guy wants to come back or not. You know, and every woman has to go back through that with a man if they're going to be in a relationship. It's inevitable. You could make it 6 months, you can make it a year. It's still the same that night. And if you make him wait too long, he's going to do it out of spite for making him wait too long, because he know every time he couldn't catch you, somebody else was busting it down.
Oh, y'all be worried about men too much. Y'all just be worried about
No,
them.
no. If I'm paying, if I'm paying $1,000 for the pleasure, and the other guy just walking up to the door, and knocking on, and just coming in and looking at you funny, and then all of a sudden you're knocking boots, I'm gonna take that person.
We're gonna get there. Hold that thought. Thank you for joining us, JT and Coach Ferg. How you guys doing?
What's up, guys?
Hey, what's happening? What's going on, y'all?
These guys are gonna straighten me out. So. What's happening, everybody?
Welcome. We're going over this video of a young man who is pretty much expressing how he had a woman who challenged him, pushed him, and I don't think he was quite ready at that moment. You guys, if you're just tuning in, hit the like button, chill, get you some popcorn, a drink, whatever you do, and relax.
The last relationship I was in, I felt like that was my first relationship where I felt pushed, and that shit was like foreign to me, and that's what kind of pushed me away, because I'm used to girls just being around, low key for the vibes, and then I'm like, if I like you, I like you. If it goes further, it goes further. But like this one was like, no, nigga.
Zay got pretty privilege, bro.
She really worried about Xavier. She don't give a fuck about no Zay France. She knows Zay France is gonna help Xavier France and the family that I'm trying to build, and the you feel me? And that was like that shit fucked me up, bro. Because I'm like, I am not used to no shit like that, bro.
It exemplify the pressure that you putting on yourself.
Like you could be fucking with a nigga that got way more shit going on than me. Like beautiful, you have money. So for you to really lock in with me, and you don't have to, that shit fucked me up. And I'm just trying to, you feel me, become a better man. Period.
That's a real singing nigga, man.
I'm trying to be a real
motherfucker make a whole album off that shit.
So you guys see what's going on. What are your thoughts towards Xavier?
So
because y'all took too long. Why is it just that the first time that he got pushed was with this girl? Like, where was your village? Like, you know what I mean? Like, why isn't that already inside of you? But go ahead, y'all.
He was still straddling the little boy phase, and he met a woman that really, you know, expecting him to be who he said he was. He's used to girls just being around him and don't say nothing. Them slow ass type of girls, you know, almost light skinned, almost light skinned girls. The dudes be going crazy. They the one just be around. And yeah, ain't really saying nothing. But he met a woman because he said he felt uncomfortable the fact that she was pressing. What does a woman go press you to do? A woman shouldn't be able. She can say what the hell she want, but hell, shut your ass up and what you want. You want to. I don't know. I just don't understand a lot of these guys, right? I guess it's a different time, maybe. But I'm glad my son listened to me. Because as a man, you're going on 30, 40, shit, you should be striving. I think our parents said intentional about something. You know, after work, it's different. We can chill, parlay, you know what I'm saying? But you only come around. If I'm with my guys, you got one day to come around. That's like on your way somewhere else. You got some chicken, bring me some chicken, but you're not going to kick it with me like that. But so it's just hard to understand where guys are. Some guys are growing up on YouTube. Ooh. And they realize, some women are real serious about being an adult, and some dudes ain't ready for it. And when she expects you to stand up as a man, some dudes, instead of just looking at it, because he kept saying feelings. That's why I hate feelings. You just got to be, at some point in your life, you got to look at yourself and say, when I appear to a woman, this is who I'm going to be, the best I'm going to be. It may not be what she's expecting at that time, but I'm not going to waste a lot of time. That's something that I think I did good in my life. I didn't need to be around you 3 months to realize you didn't like me. I call you 2 days in a row. You don't like me, but you call me on Friday because you're hungry. I got good lies stored. I already ate, baby. I ain't going out. So I don't know. Some guys just ask for it, you know, because those women are not hard to spot. But if a woman is pushing you, well, if you're in a relationship, you say you're in a relationship, You just sitting around with your woman. What y'all looking at? YouTube videos, TikTok videos after work all day? That to me is not exciting.
It's
You know what I'm
not.
saying?
He's coming back.
No, I'm just saying she's pushing him. So what is it that he's not doing? Because he never said what he's not doing. And what is it that he's striving for outside of her?
I don't know, but it could be a little bit of an insecurity too, because like Arpain said, maybe he's never expressed this before, right? And he is now with the guys, right? They're sitting
That's his
around
fault, yeah.
having this conversation. But I always think that when you have to throw in someone else into the situation, and this situation consists of me and you have, well, she could be with anybody. She's beautiful. She has money. There is some type of you don't feel like you him. You don't.
I was just about to say that him.
Like you him, right? Because if we're in this together, nobody else should even matter. I wouldn't even want to see you with anybody else. I want to see you with me, and that's why you with me. And so you know what I mean. So I think that whenever a man throws in another man, or you probably with somebody else, or I don't know what your situation is, it's like you talking about me, yeah.
Yeah, man, he didn't say it from that standpoint, but you have a point there. But I think she surprised him because I think he was just going along with the flow, and she shocked him into saying this could be more than that, and he wasn't ready for it.
So is he a singer?
Yeah, I think so. I think
he ain't trying to be no relationship. If he's an artist, what are you talking about?
I think he was just looking at another path. He said, listen, for her to care about me that much when she could just discard me and have somebody else. I think that's what the point he's coming from.
But that sucks.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You gotta hold on to the woman who actually likes you.
I agree with you. Yeah, he was missing. He was missing it.
It's not like she just there to go with the flow. She likes you. She likes you enough to tell you the truth. She likes you enough to even work through your issues with.
World class said a woman raised him. He was raised by, he's part of the first generation of men who's probably raised by just purely women.
Mama and them.
They said 80s baby. They said the cracker generation.
The other part of that is
slow kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. To even use the word like vibe when you're describing your relationship is crazy. And so he's a I guess during that time he probably was an aspiring artist. This is my thing. When you in your craft, you don't need no woman to motivate you because you're already motivated.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So that don't make any sense because one of the things about especially artists, that's one of their biggest problems in their relationship is being able to juggle their relationship, their career, and especially if they're out here really trying to get it. What you talking about? She motivating you and all. That means he wasn't doing nothing when he was supposed to be singing and in that studio.
He's supposed to be writing songs, JT.
Right. You know what I'm saying? He at the dang old mall with her, hanging with her and her friends. Like, don't you got something to do?
Why are you here?
Why are you
He's
here?
supposed to be writing that love song. What about that last verse?
He's not focusing the energy correctly. You got a whole album.
We got 4 songs to write. Nigga, we got to finish this album.
I don't want to just hear you singing this in the bedroom. I want you to be in that studio. Put it on wax.
There you go. There you go.
Get your money, man.
You said they were sitting around though. That's what I'm figuring out. Why are they sitting around? Now that you are, because most artists, they are writing. They're always looking for a new song, a new hook. And if you're sitting around with your girl, she ain't giving you no ideas on maybe you can sing this hook for me right here, Precious. Yeah, we're sitting around here at the studio.
He was sitting there trying to get on Love and Hip Hop. That's what it was. He ain't made a song yet. He trying to get on Love and Hip Hop.
That's funny. Well, you guys picked him apart. That's for sure.
But I mean, when it's evident, it's evident. And you know, there are some women who are out here to just, you know, talk down on men and have no respect for men. And I would say that, you know, for the most part, I'm a male advocate. Y'all be tripping sometimes, but for the most part, you know, I get it. But there are women out here that's like, I like you. I see that you have a dream, or I see that you have inspirations. And so I do want to help. But sometimes as women, and being the helpers that we are, we have to understand that everybody's not ready to receive that help. Like every man is not ready to receive the thoughts and the visions that you have as a woman. And it's not because you're trying to lead a relationship, but it's because I believe that God gives women vision too and intuition too for that right man. And that's how she becomes his helpmate. A lot of men will say, I couldn't do this without my wife. She is the backbone, or the, you know, the brains behind the operation, or whatever the case may be, because that man was able to receive her help. And in turn, that helped the whole situation flourish.
Yeah,
So,
but even with that, there's some form of momentum that he has, right?
right.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it definitely, you will hear a lot of men saying that. Because, again, R-Pain said it, I believe he said, your wife should be your muse, right? It should be your inspiration. You know what I'm saying? Even, look, on all aspects, especially when we're arguing.
Thanks.
That's when the best love songs come out. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's when you can tell the best stories.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Somebody, it was K. Michelle. She was dating R. Kelly, and she said they was arguing, and a song, one of her songs came out of that. He was like, he started to sing while arguing with her. Made a song out of it.
That's probably where that's probably where that closet song came from. There.
Shit started, yeah.
You know, he says the best inspiration for music comes from pain. It comes from being down. You know what I mean? That's what it comes from. And then don't go to church and get some soul child. You really be on.
But that's it though. I think he missed the mark in what she was trying to do. She just wanted to be around him, right? And instead of him leading that situation, he just sort of just fell into what she wanted to do, just sit around because I just want to chill. That means she want to be around you. Well, let me show you how I'm moving. That's an opportunity. And I think when he said he had to look at himself, he realized he hadn't grown up. I think he realized, like, damn, man, I'm still trying to play these little boy games. And sometimes that's good because now that he's speaking about it, the catch now is, what is he going to do going forward with the next woman? How's he going to lead her? You know what I'm saying? Because you're an artist. Most artists have females that want to be around them.
Yeah,
they don't
but
give a damn.
It's part of the story.
But if she gonna be his woman, damn, write some of these songs. You know, I mean, put them to work.
Nah, that next female and all of that stuff, next person, we already know, man. That's like hitting the lottery. To get that combination all over again,
yeah,
it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying, if he had that first high, you ain't getting that again.
That's over.
You can learn a lot. All you gotta do is just listen.
Yeah. That ain't happening no more. That ship has sailed.
It's over.
It's over. You can get the next best thing, but yeah, when you ain't no 3 strikes.
Yeah, she put that milkshake right in front of him, and he flipped it over. Like she was the woman that he needed, but he, like you guys said, he wasn't ready.
Yeah, well, you can't win them all, man.
Yeah, he thought it was powder milk. He thought that was powder milk. She's like, no.
James said, I couldn't do what I do without my woman, not women. Now, on the flip side of that is I work so much time at home is not very long, but we are financially great. Yeah, and like JT was saying, you know, you have to have that drive on your own, right? A woman only comes in to improve, furnish, inspire, nurture, all that good stuff. But you have to have that willpower on your own, and I don't have to set the alarm every morning, you know, to go to work, you know. I iron the clothes, but you gonna have to get up. You gonna have to. I'm gonna have to see that you gonna lift your head up off that pillow and be motivated to go get this money. Okay.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So I definitely want to play that because again, you don't hear a lot of men actually admitting that. And he's young enough where he can, you know, kind of steer it in the right direction. But he's gonna be an artist, and so he's going. We gonna hope that he's gonna be an artist.
He's too old. He already look like he's in his 30s or something.
And women, he's gonna be in environments where there are gonna be a lot of women, and you know he's going to have to make tough decisions, and that starts with himself. I always say be real with yourself so you can be real with everybody else. If you can't make a tough decision for yourself and be disciplined and say no and have, you know, some type of self-discipline, it's not going to work if you're going to try and do it with somebody else.
Until he cuts his hair off, he's still gonna have all them little booties shaking at him. He has to cut his hair off, and I mean cut it off, but he gonna have to get rid of them long ponytails.
Yeah, it looks unseemly.
Yeah, see that right there, legs. Yeah,
it's a vibe. It's a vibe.
Okay. Coach sound like Hink when he said that. Them ponytails.
Them ponytails, man. That's yeah. But
get him some facial hair.
Guys take advantage of, you know, I guess they have some privileges, I would say. I was doing that at one point, but I didn't need nobody to motivate me to take care of my business. I looked at things. Guys don't know how to compartmentalize things. You gotta know how to keep it, you know, compartmentalize. If you want her, I would think it's always been advantageous for a man that if a woman just want to be around you, to be straight up honest with her. Listen, you cool, but you know I like these over here too, because she's willing to accept that type of lifestyle. Most people know what people are gonna do, but
no, he
ain't ready for it.
Ain't none of these guys ready for it. One woman. Let's work on that first.
Okay,
because it ain't worked for decades trying to get multiple women. It just hasn't worked. You know what I'm saying? It's always been. So it's easy for us if we actually look practical, especially as being in that type of an environment. You have to be a practical person, and you have to have a discipline about yourself, right? And you have to understand, first and foremost, there are a lot of liabilities. Having friends is just, they can be liabilities, right? So imagine having romantic interest, how much of a liability that is when you're trying to get to a certain apex in your career, also in your livelihood, plus you want to have a family. So that takes being intentional about it in every way. And what happens is that we don't have enough people that's intentional because they be listening to outside people talk about, well, you know, it's in our interest as men to want to just be able to have sex with as many women as possible. And it's like, yeah, okay. So you understand that is a natural thing that's inside of us, but you don't have to fall victim in 2026. Because guess what? Look around you. Look at how many people are failing at trying to, you know what I'm saying, get that together. But when you hear their mindset, you be like, I see why you keep failing. Make too many excuses for yourself. You know, so yeah.
Amen.
Well, I'm glad that, you know, that one went well, you know.
I think it's just the old man in me. Right. That's all.
Ortega is going to fight for the man to the death of him. And if he ain't got nothing good to say, he's not going to say nothing at all. I know that's right. Look. You know, I know what that's like being on these channels. Okay, let me just hush. All right, so we're going to this What is LeVar Bell? We all know that he divorced his wife. We know that she went through a stroke, and he was the devout husband that, you know, stayed by her side. And now he has had some health issues in which he had to get. I don't think it was his whole leg amputated.
It was right
below the knee. Right below the knee.
Yeah. And you know, he has a prosthetic, and now his wife has divorced him and she is going her own way. Now, this is a video of one of his sons speaking about the situation and pretty much saying it's not all what it looks like on the internet, and the narrative of he just left when or she just left when these things happened to him is not necessarily true.
There's been an uproar about the situation. I'm going to touch on it briefly. First and foremost, I want to say I love both my parents, but the situation that is put before y'all is not how it went down. I'm not about to get into all the details, but long story short, my mom didn't want to leave. She was quote unquote damn near forced to leave. I helped her leave. I'm glad she left. She's in a great spot. Shout out to Dip. Put her up nice. So she's good. My pops is good. They obviously don't fuck with each other, but I fuck with them both. And she was not wrong at all. She did not leave him because he lost his foot. That's a myth that was put out there. What else have I seen? I don't know. But my dad did a great job raising us. My mom did a great job raising us. They didn't work out, and it is what it is, man. They're both doing well, and I love them both. We can move on now, unless you want to say something.
Well said, Duke.
Well, forced out. When I first heard it, forced out, and the way that he was speaking about it, and I don't know these folks, I don't know what's going on. I'm not a fly on, and they were in the living room. But from the way that he made it sound to me, that there was some type of violence involved. And that's just my opinion. I know y'all looking at me like, girl, what? Because of the words that he used.
Let me say who? Described just now, Mellow Ball?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Saying that, you know, his mom didn't want to leave. She was forced out. Now, cheating, I don't know if that forces someone out. However, domestic violence, in my opinion, would force someone out. Now, we know that a lot of people don't necessarily always leave, but if you and you allowing somebody to just beat on you, then, you know, you really need to see the lady. But that's my opinion. That's my opinion. But what do you guys think?
Yeah, well, I mean, before you leave that, I mean, what triggered for you to think that he was beating on his wife?
It don't necessarily mean that he was beating on her. It sounds like there was some type of physical violence interaction between the two. Look, Arpain, look at you.
Well, first of all, she can't hurt him. So I'm just saying, when we talk domestic violence, it's usually a man against a woman, right?
No, see, you're not talking to one of them.
But
a domestic.
No, I just wanted to clarify. I hear you. So
it was a back and forth between the both of them, and she figured that she couldn't stay there anymore. Like she couldn't be with him anymore. Again, I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong.
It could be verbal. It could be verbal.
But in her situation, she had just had a stroke. So she was
a while ago, though,
pretty much paralyzed, and he was sort of rehabilitating her, but he wasn't rehabilitating her with his soft, kind, "I love you, dearest" type of voice.
Which is why I think
that was a few years ago. But still, a stroke lasts forever. You never really recover for 100%.
Well, okay. So you think he was continuing to try to?
I think we learned of him being a brash, confident, cocky father.
That's true.
He's always spoken that way. He's even said it several times. This is who I am. And again, I can see why with the feminist mindset, if they showed him one time in the pool telling her she got to get up. Ain't no sitting down. Ain't no, and he didn't have a foot. Yeah. He lost his foot. And these, so I can see where,
Mister,
when you're talking to your rehabilitation, you know, the experts come over. My husband made me walk, and I can see a whole lot of nuances in it. No, I'm serious, because that's the play, though. Because okay, again, I don't think that he's so erroneous in his wife that he's been married to all of these years that he's taken care of. He's taken care of her. He's put her up in that. He was the breadwinner. She was a stay-at-home mom, right? The fact that he did all that, put his sons in a position to where they never have to work again in their life.
Ever. And
now she has a major issue. Instead of leaving her and whatever issue had, he stayed there. So to me, I would, if he was abusing her, the media, ESPN, ESWE would know that he was doing it in any kind of way.
Which means
in any kind of way.
I believe she was an equal participant. Again, if he was just doing it alone, it would be all over the place, right? But if she's an equal participant, she's not going to. They're not going to reveal that. It's always make the man look bad. But that's just mine.
So it's 30 years of the marriage. Everybody grown, and nobody is hurting for any type of money.
Right.
And they probably just don't like each other no more. That's what it just seemed like. It just seemed like they don't like each other no more. So I kind of slightly, because I spoke on this a couple of times before, but I thought about it. I've heard other people speak on it. And this is my thing. All right, it's over with now. The kids are all grown. We did our job. The family is there. We may eventually, because we still got, Thanksgivings or whatever else they celebrate, birthdays coming, all these different things. We've been living with each other for the past, it could have been 3 years. Somebody said something that they couldn't come back from. However, we're in our 60s. People have been talking about getting some new Johnson and him trying to get new women and all that. It ain't going to work for neither one of them if they do it that way. Now, can a person find love again? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But it's not going to be the same thing that you had, right? That's what I was just saying about the other thing. But when you... Yeah, but when you just look at it practically, you be like, "What is all right?" He had a little young, tender already. He trying to get over his wife or whatever. But I don't even think it's that type of love where they separated and then somebody is just super heartbroken. I think they were going through the motions. They probably was heartbroken while they were in whatever it was. Like I said, somebody had said something that they just couldn't come back. And I think both of them did. I think, like what you're saying, Precious, I think it was more of a mutual thing than anything else when it came down to it. And the straw, what they say, the straw that broke the camel's back was that night that her son and his family or friends had helped her get up out that house, because they were sitting there going through whatever the hell they was going through, and they don't want to come back. However, life ain't the same.
All right, so
he got a big ass target on his back. What he gonna do? Mess around with these little 20-some-year-old girls? He gonna fuck around and be just like his friend Shannon Sharp. They gonna put a case on your ass if you keep messing around with them little girls.
Okay, so wait a minute. So his son just said that she didn't want to leave. So, right? He did say that, didn't he?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So, but I mean, that doesn't negate what you're saying there, JT.
Me and my son would have had I guarantee me and him would have had we definitely would have had a back and forth.
Well, what I'm saying is, just real quick, I think most of what you said is probably true. More like, they just grew apart, but now that the kids are grown, they're out doing their own thing. But so that's my thing. I don't know if there was any other. He's abrasive. I could give you that. No matter what, I don't think that shit in public is probably the same way in private. He's probably kind of abrasive. But yeah, he said she wanted to stay, but it probably was better that she left. You know, I think, but you know, I don't know. At 60 years old, peace. Both of you guys are disabled.
That's what I said.
Are
It's just not going to work.
are you really going anywhere? Are you really going anywhere? You know,
I mean,
where are you going?
sometimes it's not about going anywhere. It's about being free from where you were at, and obviously they wanted to be free from each other.
And that's for the moment. The thing is that it you know, time sometimes when you spend time away from a person, it actually gets you to think a lot more clearly. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's never going to be whatever happened between those two for them to want to be separated from each other. It was a point of no return as it stands right now. That's why I said that trying to get another spouse or another girlfriend, that shit ain't working for those 60-year-olds,
What you
man.
doing to the son, JT? What are you doing? You were saying something. What are you going to do to the son?
Oh yeah, I called him out. I probably would have cussed his ass out, or I would have approached it at first and said, "You know you didn't do damage control, right? You know you didn't. What you just did right there was just leave that open for more scrutiny, mostly on me, son. Go listen to that thing again that you just said, right? So then, if he's right, and then I'm listening to him talk. It's just these young folks ain't got they have no vocabulary anymore. They don't have any diction. His whole thing was they don't fuck with each other no more. Like, come on, why are you doing that? If you was trying to say something for damage control, the only thing you needed to say is, I love my mother, I love my father, and we're working it out as a family. But to put anything on either one of my parents is not fair for them. Just let them go through what they have to go through. He didn't.
Nope.
Yeah, because it's their relationship. It's not his.
Yeah. That was my whole. If he wanted to get on there for damage control, but he added fuel to the fire when he did what he did. She was quote unquote forced out, and I had to help her. Like, come on, my dude.
Yeah, like
There's already a bunch of scrutiny going on. Yeah,
might as well just tell us now, LeVar.
I don't want to put the details in there, but my father's lying.
Right. I love my father. I love my mama, but my father on some bullshit.
He acted like it was a Tyler Perry movie.
That man is abrasive, and you know, for a woman can't take that for too long. Like, we understand you trying to get the boys together.
Precious.
We get it. We understand. You try to get these boys when they try to go, but there's a difference between being a coach and a father and tyrant up in here.
I ain't got no foot. You can't use your whole right side. We need you to jam up and lean on each other. Hey, we 30. Listen, we 30 years in. We take your ass to the other. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go to the guest room. You stay in this room, goddamn.
I was just about to say that.
Anyway.
We got 7 bedrooms in this house.
You snore any damn way. That's all I'm saying.
That man is abrasive.
We got 3 kitchens and
jumping on the abrasive word. I'm sorry, I said it.
Racism. Precious.
No, abrasive.
Abrasive, not racist.
Oh, Precious. He even said whenever somebody come over, guess what he do? Because ain't none of us up here go do that shit. He's cooking. He's cooking for his guests. He talking his little shit.
People crazy.
I need to let y'all know my son is the baddest in basketball. He's a top 3 pick. Goddamn it. What you talking about? Yes.
Well, you got to understand too, like when you have a stroke,
he never talk crazy to his wife on public.
When you have a stroke, you lose a lot of your cognitive abilities.
Somebody else said that too. Yes.
Like, you know, my mom, before she passed away, like she had a big stroke and, you know, she wasn't able to do certain things. Like she had to stop driving, you know. And so when you think about maybe when she was going through that rehab, maybe she thought he was being mean to her, but he was actually pushing her so she could get better. And, you know, maybe she thought that, you know, he was going to talk to her like that all the time. But, you know, when you haven't experienced a stroke and people it's going to be really hard for her wherever she goes. Like if she goes to live on her own or whatever she decides to do, it's really going to be tough.
Damn, that right there, people overlook that, Leon. A lot of people overlook that whole thing because that plays a part into their going through whatever they're going through.
Cognitive issues.
Yeah, because she had a stroke. That changes a lot.
The stroke was but I don't think she blamed him for how he treated her on the stroke, because she was getting a whole lot better for years. I mean, we haven't seen them in the spotlight after the kids made the pro. So whatever that made them go apart is in that time frame. He had rehabilitated her. She's coming to shows that he would always put her in the forefront. He was doing a lot of stuff to praise his wife in public.
But that has nothing to do with her cognitive ability.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean. But what I'm saying is that I don't think he was continually trying to rehab her after the beginning stroke. I mean, at some point that rehab was over. He wasn't doing that.
After a stroke, you still need assistance.
But what I'm saying is this hard thing that he did when she first had the stroke, I don't think he was doing the same thing like the year that they parted. I think she had. He might have been, but I don't think it was the same. I think there was so. Like I said, I thought the best explanation is they drifted apart. And that's it. And he apparently, LaMelo said she wanted to stay. Lonzo said she wanted to stay.
Yeah, but what we're saying though is that still you still have to hold that in, because it's a big part of that, because it does change your life. I had a friend that was, matter of fact, we worked together, and he was a rapper, right? And after his stroke, I asked him, was he still going to go in the studio or whatever? And he said, I want to. He said, but I can't even remember any of the stuff that I wrote. He said, even when I look at how I wrote down and I listen to myself, he's like, it's over with. He's like, I think that part.
You and Leon say this, so I got a stroke. My half of my brain cells are going, like cognitive issues. So you know what? I want to be on my own.
It gotta be so bad that, again, when he used the words forced out, we don't know what exactly that means.
Yeah.
But it had to be bad to the point where now she is going to be on her own in spite of having a stroke, and in spite of possibly having those mental issues.
Yeah, but she's not going to be on her own. This is the thing. That man created sons for her, and her sons are not going to let her just be on her own. That's why I said when you actually look at the whole thing, where it's like, and especially if he was like, okay, if she want to go there, then I'm just going to have to let her go there. But I'm telling you, that whole thing still could wear on even the slightest part of her decision making, right? I'm just saying that it's a big possibility, but I'm also looking at that whole thing. There's still a family, and she got sons.
Today.
So he's not like, and he's not going to just leave that woman on her own. That ain't how that go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's not how that goes. So I'm looking at it, and especially when you're talking about some investment, 30 years of investment to build a family, not just us married. It's one thing that we married and we ain't had no kids, and we didn't, grow these kids up to be the best that they could be and all of that stuff. And no, they did this as husband and wife. So that's a lot of work that they put into that family. And whatever it was, like I said, I'm still going to look at it as somebody said something or did something that they probably just couldn't come back as it stands right now. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I look at it.
The stroke had to be like, she could barely walk. That stroke had to be devastating. Like when you have a stroke, most of the time, you spend maybe a couple of days in the hospital and you go back home. But like, she couldn't even walk. So I know her cognitive decision making is going to be questioned.
Yeah. And it plays a big part on her personality. Mm-hmm. Plays a big part on whether she probably can be even more depressed. It's a lot that we have to actually just hold in, you know what I'm saying? And in the back of our head where we say, okay, with these other things, because what nobody else talking about that. They talking about them going out and getting another man and all this stuff. It's like, maybe they just want to be free from each other.
No, I mean,
well, I can see not her, but he already busting down some young.
But he did. Well, men are. I think men are always gonna.
Hey, he get a chance after 30 years. He get a chance to freely just be like, I'm gonna go get something.
I mean, we were just.
He's tricking. He's tricking it, right?
Who are married still want to see if they got it or not.
Right.
He want to get something. You know what I mean? He's not married no more. He's not with her. But what if her, the forcing out was her possibly getting worse? Like y'all are talking about this cognitive decision making and things of that nature. What if it got to a place where he was like, his leg got amputated? What if it was like, I can't even take care of you?
Ooh. It's a possibility.
It's a possibility, but I can't see him throwing his wife out because she got worse. It doesn't make no sense to me.
He was getting around in that kitchen really good, though.
I hear it's all possibilities, but no matter how bad her issue is, and maybe it got worse, it relapse or but I can't see on the basis of that him kicking her out the house.
I don't think he kicked her out the house. That's why I said his son, me and my son would have just, it would have got really bad with me and him, because my whole thing was, you just told them I kicked your mama out the house.
That's essentially what he said.
You basically told them I kicked your mama out the house. And that's why I was saying that, no, when I really thought about it, I was like, she's not by herself. She has her family that's going to be taking care of them. These are millionaires, first and foremost. So ain't none of that shit going down where she going to be out there. And especially her sons now, what she going to try to... It's not going to be easy for her to date nobody, and she got them damn sons. Who she going to be dating, and them sons ain't going to be like, nah, my partner. Look, you ain't my daddy. You ain't her daddy. This ain't no kids. These are grown men. This is a whole different dynamic.
He's still a man at the end of the day. So, not...
Yeah, he's talking about the mom. She, I don't know. She can't remember what happened to her.
She ain't gonna be able to just go out there and freely date nobody. Not with her sons.
No.
That ain't gonna happen.
Frustration if she wasn't willing to do the therapies needed to get better. And hopefully that's not the case, because they have. But if things got worse or progressed to go in a bad direction, that's just extra care, extra attention, and
we don't know he might be where he might have to get his whole leg taken off, or they might have to start, because once they get to chomping on you, you know what I'm saying? It can get bad. Yeah, it can get real bad.
Hold on, what do y'all know what happened to his foot?
He had diabetes.
Oh Lord,
diabetes.
Talking about that.
So listen, I hear you. It's a sad situation all the way around.
Yeah.
His son kind of made it worse. He didn't make it better. But I do agree that I say she's alone, but whatever, she's probably got 24-hour care.
Mm-hmm.
There's probably somebody in the house with her to make sure she gets everything she needs, wherever she's at. And so that's it.
Yeah,
you hate to see it, because they built something great together.
From the ground up.
Yeah.
Very intentional about it. Now very intentional about separating.
And the other thing is this, if she didn't want to leave, I would put something on, if that was true what Lonzo said. Because like you said, the house is big enough. I mean, even if as my man, the father, right? Now listen, okay, you don't want to hang out with me no more. Here's the corner of the house. Here's my corner of the house and shit. We don't have to be there, but let's not make it public that we splitting up, right?
He could have said all of that. That's what I'm saying. Like,
so I wouldn't let her go out.
What his son did was just terrible, man. Because he could have, and she could have been just like, get off my back. You know what I'm saying? And he could have been like, well, forget it. I'm not even about to. You get somebody else to help. It's just certain stuff they be saying.
I agree with you. Like she said, I no longer want you to be my physical therapist.
Yeah. Tired of hearing your damn voice. You out here.
I'm tired of you peg leg. You peg leg base. You peg leg base now.
Right, I hear that dang old thing hit the floor every time
Yeah.
you walking. I don't want none of
pirate.
this.
You're the pirate of the Caribbean, which is, you know what I'm saying? And you tell me what to do. I gotta walk
A peg leg pirate.
I'm not right.
You know,
You are horrible.
All you need is a parrot. I'm tired of this. I want out. Can't take it no more.
I was trying to find a video of him and his supposedly new love interest.
they have a video already?
And even the way that he was with her, like, I told you to get a spoon. Why did you get a spoon? You know what you look like?
Nah, Precious, you taking it out of context. Nah, I seen that video.
What it let me know what it was and what it is, because I mean, talk to her like that. It's just a spoon. Like, I guess you done cook some chili and cornbread. Like, let's have a good moment. Get the tea out. But to speak to her like that over a spoon, and then she not moving fast enough, like, sir, you have one foot. Like, I'm sure, just like you said, them words was probably flying back and forth, and both of them was like, you know what? It's probably best you stay here. And I because now we got things on each other that we can just keep going back and forth. He probably was like, with your droopy side of your face, like, you know, things can get real.
He wasn't doing that. Come on, Rex.
Look, that man is, I don't know.
He don't think like that.
Be friends with him because he
don't think like that. You know,
he
ain't gonna be.
That's terrible, Precious. You just put a jacket on that man. I said a spoon. Not a fork. What's wrong with you?
You're not moving fast enough. I'm like, it's really hot. They got time.
Hey, Precious, I put the link. I put the link in the back, man. I got the link back.
Did you?
Like, help me out.
Yeah.
But see if his wife was
wait a minute. Yeah,
the link's not there.
I gotta find it. I mean, I thought I had it, but
give it a second, guy. Like, they don't need the spoon right away. The chili is hot. Let it cool down. But the way they it was like, even who was the white guy there that was just like,
I think that was the guy that was interviewing him.
The way he was sitting there like,
yeah, he's a big YouTuber. What's his name?
Is he the same one? No, I don't want to get my people mixed up and it just be wrong. Never mind. Because there is a
Sean said you biased.
And protecting her feelings. Projecting her feelings. Precious has a show to run, okay? This is his Sean.
That is true.
You know that if you were up on the panel. All right? You can't even get in.
Sisterhood. Don't come on up.
No, I done forgot what I was about to say.
What's up, Sean?
I done forgot. Oh, the content creator that was interviewing or in that experience. I don't know if he was very much interviewing. It seems like he was enjoying the chili.
Yeah.
But I think he was the one on the Breakfast Club that had an issue with black people. Is he?
No, that's not him.
Okay,
that's not him.
I knew I was.
He is an antagonist, but he's not that type of antagonist.
Okay.
It won't let me post the link for some reason.
And you know what's sad about that video, right? The way they showed it, right? That's why him and his wife should have stayed together, right? Because she could have slid her little lazy arm over with the fork.
She might still listen. She got to find out how cold it is out there.
Yeah. She might come back.
It takes a minute.
Because again, Precious, he was cooking for the guy that was ready to interview him, right?
Yeah.
And but he said, this is what I always did to people when they come to my house. I cook for them. But but see, the new chick don't know the layout of the land yet. She don't know how to move. She don't know how to move around the kitchen.
That kitchen, like, oh my god!
But she don't know how to move around though. See, because she knew. She don't know. She should just be happy that she got a bed. Yeah. She can go back to that 2-bedroom apartment.
Man, it can be. It can be a number of things. Because
she has a bed. Lord.
Yeah.
How long have they been separated?
like an immigrant, that don't mean she was one.
That's all she can get. Precious, listen, I know the sisterhood is strong, man. It don't matter. But no, you gonna get this damn spoon. You see, I'm ready to fall over with one leg. He even said it.
Like them too. Baby's a light skin thing.
He said it in the video.
Wait, no light skin slander.
He said it in the video, though. You see, I'm barely able to walk over here. Help me out. See, the problem was the girl didn't never have nobody cook for her, so she don't know what to do.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, she
didn't know what to do.
She thought he was just gonna be on that damn scooter all the time. He like, no, I can't drive this around on my damn flows. Just got these flows.
The way he had her going back and forth in that kitchen, I can't find it. Hold on.
No, yo, what I put in the back chat is somehow they just put the title there. But if you put that in the search, it'll probably come up.
Yeah, you just.
Oh, okay.
You know,
I can get it for you.
Because they won't give me the URL for some reason.
And Precious, that woman that he's with, that ain't nothing to marry. That's just something he gonna play with for the next.
It ain't even nothing. It ain't. She probably ain't even there now.
Yeah, she look like she wasn't gonna be there long.
No,
Placed her already.
Definitely a pass.
Adios.
Yeah, but that's how you should live, though. That's how you should live. Right? You come
Man,
through.
it's cold out there, coach.
Come through. You come through. Ain't nobody moving in with me. They coming through. You
bro,
can't get no mail here. You can't get no mail here.
Listen, he better off going and get that old wife he got. They gonna put a case on it if he gonna keep. Him and Shannon Sharp are gonna be. Shannon gonna have to.
Put a case on.
I got a lawyer for you. You can't, man. You two, for one.
You're right.
That's
JT.
entirely too young.
Yeah.
She's entirely too young. She's your
Put him
son's
a napkin and
age.
give him a piece of cornbread over there.
Look that young.
Okay.
What's that one?
Moving slow.
Look at him. He love it.
Slow.
Amar, do what I tell you. And we.
Jesus, I can't
Let it play.
She trying to be all in the video.
Amar, you didn't put him a napkin and give him a piece of cornbread over there? Okay. Moving slow. Amar, do what I tell you and we good.
Probably ain't never seen a piece of cornbread in her life.
Oh my God.
Good man. Napkin. There you go. It takes so long to get a napkin. This is all you do. Fast.
Oh, yeah, that's a setup right here.
We got him over there. Amar, did you give him a spoon to eat over here?
He just.
That was a little crazy. Like,
It's a setup, man. JT, you right, bro. You right, JT.
Over here. Yeah. A spoon.
They're gonna put a case on him.
She gonna put a case on him. Leave her alone.
Because look at this little golden hair dude. He trying to be like, oh, he's so abusive. He's not abusive. He's wasting his time. I can see if he got her, and again, she looked like she needed a place to stay, right? Because he could get comparable in-house services, right? But
he said,
but this dude right here, he's the setup guy.
Did you not hear?
Oh, Neon, that's his name. Neon.
Over there?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's just trying to be in the video.
Amar, do what I tell you.
He talking about why. Nigga, get you a woman.
And we're good.
You talking about wild. Look at the wild. No, nigga, you end up in here, man. Get the man a napkin.
Listen, she has to be able to follow instructions. You are not here to be my wife.
Exactly.
You are here to be my muse.
Right, he get more cheeks.
Right, you are the help. You are. I need me a CNA. I need a certified nurse's assistant.
We gotta be paying
CNA up in there.
He joined the Passport Bros and went somewhere and grabbed Angelina.
Oh, now he went somewhere. No, she pulled
It's
up.
not gonna work for him. Let me tell you something. Once you over 50, it don't work for you. You're gonna have to get somebody closer to your age. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
No, I mean, if you're a peg leg, baby, not. But 50-year-old,
it ain't gonna. Listen, calm down. You can't do it like that no more. You are limited, homie. So
No,
only thing you gotta do is go there, back to your wife, tell her she ain't going nowhere. You pack her shit back up. Get them damn movers to come and tell her, I don't care what's going on. You coming back home.
No,
Damn that.
without you.
I'm not living without you, baby. You my eyes. Use my wife.
Just be single, man.
It's cold out here. You better leave them them girls are dangerous.
Be single. Don't even know. I'm gonna be single forever.
He can't be single.
Yeah,
that's not how that go either. He needs somebody. All he need, coach, is somebody that he can watch football and basketball games with, and a caregiver. Pretty much, get the right spoon and bowl.
Oh, you say you need the white school podcast?
No, get the right spoon and bowl.
Yeah, exactly.
That's gonna be his tagline.
Do what I tell you now.
Do what I tell you, and you'll be all right.
Man,
do it like I like it.
Look, that could be a reason why the wife was forced out, because she can't do it like he.
No,
like,
he knew she couldn't do it like that, Precious. He knew.
And I don't mean like just sex. I just mean like everything. Because again, your wife is your helpmate, but when your wife needs help, who becomes a helpmate? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
he was doing too much in that video, man. He was
doing too much. He was definitely doing too much.
He had to know he was on video.
Two girls' problem, she can't read his mind like his wife learned to. Okay, his wife would have known. You know what? Let me get that damn spoon. I know this man gonna curse me out if I get a fork. Let me get the spoon.
But see, Precious,
look, they
words.
He had him on the table with the.
There's key words. The girl. He's messing with little girls. Get away from them, little simple-minded ass girls.
That's crazy.
Most people under 30 are simple-minded.
How old is that woman that was in there? She ain't no girl. How old is she?
She was in the 20s.
Yeah, about late 20s. You can tell.
No, yeah.
Look at him. How old is this dude? 25.
Amor, you didn't put him a napkin and give him a piece of cornbread.
She didn't get him an out. She's trying to be cute.
I don't know. She look old in the face. Hold on.
Yeah,
she look down.
Okay.
She look sad in the face.
Do what I say.
She got a BBL.
Oh my God.
Okay, right there.
Ooh,
She look.
aging like milk.
She look like she look like. Yeah, she look like she used drugs.
Hold up.
Like she ain't never
She
seen the
smoke
sun.
weed or something. She do something hard.
Let me see.
There you go. She takes so
Trying
long.
to be all in the video.
Oh, this is all you do. Fast. You take all day to get a napkin.
Lord,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
powerful, okay?
I see it. See, here's a picture of her on that front page, the thumbnail. And she don't look that young, man. She's definitely well
Yeah,
older
she
than
got
her
an old
30s.
face.
He's 60. She probably close to 40 or something. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm.
But that's still too young, man.
That's not. I don't know what you guys are talking
That's a
about. Man.
She's out of his league. She's out of her league.
Yes, first of all, you don't want no old ass woman when you hear. You think a. Oh, let's put it this way: you think a black woman at 50 years old would be listening to him telling us do some shit like that?
Hell no.
That's what I'm saying. Come on.
But he wouldn't have to. But again, he wouldn't have to talk to a black woman like that.
You done lost your damn mind. When you get your damn mind, you call me.
He would have got it. That's exactly what he would have got.
That's exactly what he would have got.
You out of
She would
order.
have stormed out that damn door.
You out of order.
That's exactly.
And you better hope she still has some more to say, because she coming back in that door. And let me tell you another thing.
I cut your other foot off.
I cut your other foot off. Yeah, shit been going off on him.
Come on, man.
You only got 3 more Christmases left, and you out here talking crazy to me.
You got a 3.
Out here limping around like a damn pirate.
But
She would have went off on him.
No, but the sister.
You want this food? Here.
Yeah, go get it.
No, but see,
Fetch
y'all
it,
wrong,
dog.
because the one thing a sister would have did, which I would appreciate it, she'd have been talking all that shit while she was getting your ass a napkin.
Oh, man.
She'd have got the napkin.
Yeah, she would have got the napkin.
She would have got the
spoon. Yeah, but you're right.
She would have had it together already. She'd have been like,
I think y'all right. She has, and especially if she was in her 40s or something like that, her hospitality would have been a lot better. So it would have been more. He wouldn't have been doing nothing. Move out the way, boy.
Right, I'm cooking, I'm doing everything.
I'm tired of hearing that damn peg leg keep hitting the damn.
Keep in the refrigerator and shit.
She looked like she used to being on the beach in her little teeny weeny little bikini, you know, with her breasts and her booty out.
Yeah.
She used to going back and forth in nobody's kitchen looking for spoons.
He was working her.
That's why
she
shouldn't
ain't
be
never
that
worked that
person.
hard. She ain't never worked that hard.
First of all, she's used to little bitty apartments. His whole kitchen is bigger than her apartment. It's too much room to room around.
No, she looked like she's a career.
She shouldn't be in there. Listen,
Nah,
listen, man. A sister, but a real sister would have been cooking the food for that. They'd have set it up because they like to show off in those moments. He'd have been sitting over there with his foot, with his dub kicked up on the mouthpiece talking. Most grown women would have cooked that chili for that little dude to be. He was walking around like, what? Am I in the interview?
It's very much appreciated. Like,
they interviewing. I can't be in the picture.
She probably couldn't boil water.
That's why she's there for a good time. That ain't his woman.
I'm telling you, like she's not the one that you just be like, you're moving too slow. Like, no.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
This money ain't even worth it.
Right, this money ain't even worth it. I just go back and get that rookie I was messing around with.
Just want to be on the beach chilling.
Right, I'll be somebody's side piece. Forget it.
Being a real woman is too hard.
Got too many demands. I can't do this.
Yeah.
He telling me get napkins. They arguing in their sleep about getting napkins. And
right. She was up under her brother, like, I know why his wife left him now. I understand now. She gonna call the wife up and be like, I feel for you, sister.
Like, good move.
If you need someone to speak on your behalf, you call me. Here, take my number.
He is abusive.
He's a lot. Y'all gotta admit that man.
No, he's not. I wish there was more black daddies like him. I wish there was more like him.
Yeah, because you still have.
I wish there was more like him.
Being a husband, yes, he is someone who is able to inspire his boys and work his boys and
he's a good husband too.
That okay, well.
And this is why I say, right, because it's in sickness and in health, right? We got damn both sick around here, goddamn. And I'm gonna be, me and my wife had these type of conversations, like her ass go down, damn. I'm not just gonna be like, oh, I'm out in the YouTube streets running around. Man, I'm gonna have to dedicate getting her to move with me. I need her to move with me.
She would have that two men in a truck outside of her where she's staying at, and they be like, "What that truck doing here?" Because I'm coming to get my wife.
Yeah,
I'm be limping up to her.
Limping up to her. I ain't anime. Get your ass on back home, anime.
Please meet me halfway. Coming up this damn driveway is too far. I need you to come back home.
That's the question. You think they're going to get back together, you guys?
Man,
I think that that's a possibility. I think it's a possibility for them to do it.
The sons just need to stay out of it. But people seem to forget. Remember, with that little tennis shoe brand, they fell out. He fell out with his pops. You see what I'm saying? So they could be a role on why he spoke out or what, because you haven't heard anything from the other two brothers.
Them little beige ass niggas, they don't matter when it come down to him and his wife. Forsake all others. That means kids too, goddammit.
Yeah, forsake all that shit.
Like my father told me, he told me, that's my wife. And all I said was, dang. I didn't even say nothing real bad. It was under my breath. What you say to my wife?
You got whoop your ass. That's what he was saying.
Like, she's gone. She is gone.
She can be gone though. This gonna be tough. She can be gone though. But here's the thing about selfish people. Now she's putting the burden on her sons.
Yes.
Oh man, now she said, why is she selfish?
Because okay, and I say sickness and in health. Both our ass to be limping around here, leaning on each other. I'm on her right. We leaning together. It's ours. It's what we
gave
built.
a pinky swear. We gave an oath, a vow, and a pinky swear.
So Precious, she if he moved out, they put her up, right? Because I'm sure they paying for everything. But now,
no, she got money. That
okay,
got
so
a lot of money.
So let's say she got her money, right? But their responsibility now is going to be making her a priority when she could be with her old ass husband cussing his old bald ass out.
They will make her a priority, period. That's their mother. Period.
Yeah, but they gotta live their own lives though. Mother comes second when you find a wife.
They don't have
mama
to
go be
24/7, man.
When they find a wife, mama gotta be second because that's his wife, not his mama.
And what year you talking about? What era you talking about?
You're right. Everybody just out here munching and hunching. They munching first instead of hunching.
See, you don't have to ever categorize your mama or categorize your wife. It's already there. It's just the things that people don't understand. That shit is organic, bro. Yeah. You ain't never got to do that. My mama is my mama.
Yes.
Would you say your mama? Would you say me? Don't you ever ask me a question like that again. Now, since you asked that question, my mama. I would be offended if somebody would even ask that. My mother is my mother. That is, you know what I'm saying? She's responsible for me being on this earth. So the thing I have to deal with
a double-edged sword there.
It's not a double-edged sword.
No, it's not a double-edged sword. I think I would have a different. Listen, if I was married and I had to come up with that, I'm choosing my wife.
See?
So this is the thing: choosing her for what, though? What circumstance?
You set the scenario, right?
No. What circumstance are you saying you choosing?
I thought you was talking about your wife and your mom.
So this is not it's not a mother or a wife. I said I got both. My mother is my mother and my wife is my wife. Yeah, okay. This ain't got nothing to do about who's gonna be sitting in the front fucking seat. That's not how this goes.
I didn't say that, but I'm saying, didn't you just say that you're gonna say I'm gonna choose my mother from who?
No, I said if I was asked that question.
Well, who asked you the question?
My wife.
Oh, I said, okay, so that's what I'm saying. I would choose my wife.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't. If she asked me that fucking question, no, I won't.
Think about that
circumstance.
I hear what you're saying. If it's in bad faith, I can dig it. But.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because my mother already understands. She'll be the first one to tell me your wife comes before everybody because she knows what it is to be a wife. Right. Like I told you, my father told me when I was a teenager and I said, dang, and my father said, what did you say to my wife?
Right.
You don't disrespect my wife, your mother, my wife. You don't disrespect her at all. You know what I'm saying? So it was things like that. And he told my brother, because my brother thought at one point my mama was supposed to be his woman. My father told him, that's my wife. Right. That's your mama, boy. What you talking about? You know what I'm saying? So that's just what it is. My mama didn't say it, and she'll say it. My mother chose him. She would tell any one of us, that's my husband. I don't give a damn what he said. Now, whatever they do behind closed doors when they discussing shit, that's between them. But at the end of the day, they got each other's back.
Yeah. Yes.
We got another video somewhere?
On to the last video of the new or not the new, but what's his man name? Shay Shay.
Shannon Sharp.
What do you do now?
Girls from Lex and Drea from Poor Minds. I don't know if you guys have
they're a mess.
Some of their podcasts, but
yeah.
So it starts off the hook, and then they go into this conversation of two smart people can't fall in love.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
This
500cc.
Now this conversation in the beginning is like, who y'all be around and they buying y'all titties?
455, 500cc. But other than that, Everything else.
They
Yep.
I'm mad that you know the measurement.
I'm just saying, what
You done seen some CCs.
Yeah, been around the block.
Yeah, let's get on 450, get you a little medium size, but 5. It all depends on how tall you are.
You ever bought a woman some
crazy?
I haven't.
You haven't?
I have.
You see how they both was like, you haven't?
But they ask him,
like, if he's ever bought a woman a set of breasts.
Shannon need to stop.
The fried kind in a box.
You need to stop. The bro
look how
lying like
serious look how serious they are asking that stupid
Right,
question.
like,
because they know he lying.
Like, that's the entry gift.
He lying.
Why not? See, you're not living right. You need a good weekend where you just turn it up.
Yeah.
He
And buy some-
$20 million.
How much it cost?
They might probably right now it'll run you about 8K.
Yeah. They done gone down.
That ain't
They done gone
I
down.
mine, they was like 45, 5,000.
But I mean, but you. What if I'm fattening a frog for another snake to eat?
What? Well, I think that once you spend it, you shouldn't worry
He's so country.
about it.
That is a country thing
And
to
it's
say
a
right
good
there.
time, and you don't know what you're going to get in return.
I'm gonna get something in return, but if we break up and then somebody else fondle them.
Yeah, that's the risk you take.
No, I'm worried about.
I'm worried about the wrong thing.
You worried about the wrong thing.
Okay.
It's
I'm going about it all backwards.
You going about it backwards.
Live in a
No,
moment,
yeah.
Shannon.
That's
I
about
know
falling
exactly
in
how to play
love.
the
I
game.
fall in
What
love
you
6
talking
times a year. It's a ball. You fall in love.
Now, before we keep going, Drea, the one with the halter top on, a man bought her a Range Rover. She never gave him any. He bought her a Range Rover, paid for it outright, and they had this conversation. Maybe we'll go over that next week. But they had a conversation of, well, he bought it for me, and even if I didn't do anything or didn't like him like that, I'm still gonna receive the gift. So I'm just trying to give you the perspective of the girls that are sitting on this couch right now.
Right, right.
And you be like, this is my husband, this is my woman, and y'all just live in bliss for 48 hours.
But you do realize 2 smart people can't fall in love.
I agree.
One of them have to be an idiot. You got to be an idiot to fall in love.
That's me.
I agree.
I'm ready.
But what's your logic behind saying that?
What?
So before he goes with his logic, do you guys agree with that? Like, one of you have to be stupid to fall in love? Like, is that?
I can't get past the 2 gremlins on the couch over there. I'm trying to catch up, man. I'm listening to the disgust is all through me looking at those women, man. I'm just trying to catch up. I don't. First of all, of course, 2 smart people can get together. They're talking about if 2 smart people can't do it, if one person has to play the trick.
Wait,
right? If you're a trick, So I just think they're talking about tricking. I don't ever believe a woman talk about. The guy might have bought her a car. That means he must be real. But when they say I got all this stuff from a man, but I never had to do anything, I never believe that. I never believe that. For that, well, I don't believe it.
You don't believe that they don't have to do anything?
Yeah, I don't believe it unless the guy was tricking so hard and he just had money to throw away, right? No man gives people gifts like that, not expecting anything in return.
Well,
so
he's not tricking. If he didn't get sex, if he didn't get it wasn't even. I don't know. You're right. It's a gift. However,
no man gives a woman a gift.
It's
like
very
that.
I can't. It doesn't sound
very outlandish gift, but I mean,
but it doesn't sound. It doesn't sound believable. I'm with Payne on that one. That it just don't sound believable.
I'm looking at the two women over there, man.
A Range Rover? What's that? How much is a Range Rover? Like $65,000?
How much sex they have?
It depends on. It depends on the stock. It depends on the type of Range Rover because them things go all the way up to what, 200?
Yeah. Listen, I'm just saying there are guys who might buy a woman that expensive gift like that, but I don't see how they measure up for that kind of gift like that. Number one, I'm looking at them. They don't. There's nothing about those 2 women that would make, unless the guy's a real idiot. So, but they're saying you can't. One of you can't be smart.
Well, they have a podcast that caters to being very raunchy, very open with their sexuality, very
So,
open with
so
their.
she found an idiot to buy. You know, she might have found an idiot, but I can't imagine what kind of man that is.
Look, they're part of this podcast space, and so they actually tour. They go to different cities.
No, they were on Cam Newton's podcast, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of them.
Yeah.
Was it just one of them or
I
both
think
of them?
both of them. I think both of them were on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the answer to the question, if he's saying fall in love, because we got to understand the surface on how they're laying this stuff out and how Shannon Sharpe is.
But yeah, Shannon Sharpe said two
falling
people
in love is they're treating it as if falling in love is buying somebody a bunch of goddamn stuff like what Art Payne was saying. It's not how that go. And normally people don't just fall in love. They get infatuated over each other. Mm-hmm. And then it turns into something that's tangible. You know what I'm saying? The way that is definitive when people love each other. So falling in love, no, both of them going to be stupid.
Well, no, here's my thing. They're correct. If you're the man and you fall in love with one of them, you're stupid.
So that's what Shannon Sharpe was saying, that two people can't.
Yeah, well, no, he said
people can't fall in love.
So if we wanted to put an example of it, if you're a man and you got enamored with one of these two women and fell in love, you're an idiot.
Yeah, you're an idiot.
You're an idiot. Okay, so from that standpoint, Shannon Sharpe is right. If we needed an example,
yeah. Okay. Yeah, from that surface on what they're talking about, yes, I agree with him.
So he is keeping it on the level of y'all need some tricks, and if that's the case, then one of y'all is going to be playing.
They're not the idiots. They're the ones. They'll manipulate.
Right.
Shannon
Sharpe is the stupid one.
He's the biggest trick. He's the big example of a trick, and everything he complained about them little breasts since he was playing that white girl. She told him, nigga, what did she say? 20,000, 50,000 a cheek.
Yeah.
So he's been paying for some.
Oh yeah.
He asked for that.
He don't have
she had a windfall. What's that? 30 mil that she got from him?
Yeah. So she was probably getting money before what came out about him. So to say that he wouldn't pay for it,
he was definitely lying. He was definitely
lying.
Right, I forgot about that
but
stuff.
People be forgetting because it'd be so much precious. People be forgetting. I think he did lie
because he stayed precious. He stayed.
Why you always lying?
Right. The reason why it was that was a tactic for people to forget, because that's why he didn't just go off of his podcast. He kept doing what he was doing. He was like, it's going to eventually roll over. But if he would have stopped, it would have bring on more people.
He had to keep going too, JT. He needed the money.
He needed the money.
He's going harder now.
He was set back, boy.
Yeah, but this. But I don't know what happened. My whole power just blanked out. That's why I left so abruptly. Okay. Man, just the whole statement that he made. Two smart people came together, man. What's going on? What? I know Art Payne think he's smart. I know Art Payne think he was an engineer type brother. That's a smart ass dude to me.
Right. I stumbled across some.
But you married a smart woman, though.
Yeah,
see, that's the thing.
And
so
she's taking me for everything we got.
Well, she should. That means she learned quickly. She learned quickly, and she learned from the best. So she learned from you.
Right? But you're right. It's a dumb statement.
So,
it's a dumb statement, but in the context of the conversation that they have, I can understand where he's coming from. The person who falls in love in the situation that they're talking about is the guy who's going to lose.
Yeah. A guy don't fall in love with his money. That's ass backwards. And if a woman's dry begging for personal, not just personal gain, but what is that? What's it called? What this called? This little superficial gain. When it comes to placating to the uglies of society, put on your makeup and your fresh fake clothes and try to shine your little fake diamonds. That's BS to me. I never really been caught up into it. Having money wasn't my problem young. I just wasted a lot of it, But it's just if that's what a woman's putting in front of me to say in order to be with me, I would gladly walk away from those type, Because I've met some of the most beautiful women that never mention money, but the way that they present themselves to you, you want to definitely spend a little bit on her. But yeah, if a pimp marry, yeah, he would be considered stupid. He would be.
Especially he marry his bottom chick, his bottom bitch. Yeah,
he marry any of them.
Anybody. I mean, that's who you would probably pick, of course. I mean, listen, you know.
But she been
all I'm just trying to say is, like I said before last week, you got to recognize that some women ain't for everybody.
Facts.
You know, and you could get caught up in that. You know, if they look at you, you look at them, and they say, well, you know, this guy's he's the kind of sucker we could put on a string. I could see one of them, you know, enamoring himself to a guy till they suck him dry, you know, and then it's done. When I say suck him dry, for what his resources are.
I wholeheartedly understand what I don't have that bone in my body. Like,
well, you ain't one of them, Precious. I
know, but it's like it's weird how maybe, you know, I don't run in them type of circles either. So is it, you know, other women that are hyping you up, like, girl, yeah, go get his money. Go.
Yeah, you know what it is, Precious.
The whole social media is like that.
Yeah.
So, there's a million Shera 7s out there. You go on TikTok, I go on TikTok every so often, but I don't stay there. But if you just go and scroll through some of the women, put some titles in there, I mean, you get sick to the stomach what a lot of these women think about men, you know, and it's crazy. It's absolutely, and in reverse doesn't happen on TikTok because men get kicked off of TikTok for saying anything like manosphere stuff, really, any hardcore stuff. So Shannon Sharpe is right. So the girls agree with him, right? He says two smart people can't fall in love, right? Did they agree with him?
Yeah, she said one.
That she said like two smart people.
Yeah. Because you understand what comes along with love. Love hurts.
It does. Yeah, it's a risk.
Love is the only thing that will kill you, but to keep you alive to feel the pain. I don't know if anybody's ever been in love that's going to be watching this, but if you've been in love and you poured everything into it, you know how hard it is when you work for something that doesn't work out.
Yeah.
I mean, are you dead? Did you die? But did you die?
Just imagine pouring your heart, everything, 2, 5 years, 10 years. And then like the party says, you know, I no longer want to be a part of it. Now, breaking up is easy.
Yeah.
As long as you're the one doing the breaking up.
It's a debilitating feeling.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I 100% understand what you're saying. Like, and if you go through that once, you don't want to necessarily go through it again. So you be a little bit more guarded the second time. Like, the next person isn't going to get you the same way that the first person did.
And that's unfair to them.
Right.
Because you need to heal because sometimes you know what you'll do, you'll cut on the person, you'll bleed on the person that didn't cut you in the first place.
Yeah.
Because what the trauma that you haven't healed from, and then that person you're taking out what that last person did, you're taking it on this person, and they mean you the best.
Well, I just look at it differently because I feel like love is so beautiful. And I look at love like any type of way, like how I love my friends, my family, a romantic relationship. So I feel like, yes, the pain of like a breakup or losing somebody does hurt, but it doesn't trump the feeling of being in love.
Okay.
It doesn't, because no matter what, when you love somebody, you're going to experience loss. We all got to pass away one day.
Yes, true.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to not love because I have a fear of you dying or I have a fear of you leaving. Life happens. Shit happens.
Right.
Yeah. I'm not going to stop loving. Loving feels good. I love to love people.
You love to love.
I love it. Yeah. And like I said, not always romantically, but I love loving on my friends. I love being surrounded by love. It's just a good feeling.
Yeah.
She got me thinking about Donna Summers right now.
Yeah, he said the wrong story. Two dumb people can't be together. Two dumb people can't be together.
Shannon Sharpe is an idiot, right? Yeah. So, you know, he fell in love with a chick for 5 minutes and she cost him $20 million. What are you talking about? Most people, he fell in love with a 10-year-old. I mean, I guess she was 20 or whatever the hell it is. Now, he didn't fall in love. He just tricked so hard that he lost himself.
No, he messed the game up.
He fucked the game up.
$20 million. So I don't know anybody who fell in love. I shouldn't say when divorced. But love don't hurt most people like that.
No, it don't.
No, most people don't get hurt for 20 million like that. And he wasn't even in love. He was just tripping.
Shannon Sharp talked about the trauma of black girls calling him black and ugly when he was in middle school. He been carrying all of that. He been always talked about that. But again,
because he had a stutter. He had the stutter. He had the whole.
Has he ever truly been in love? Right? I don't think he felt love for himself. What I heard when I heard him speak. Because again, the reason why I say this, right? Because he presented himself as a macho guy in a sense, right? But then you let the weakest, not that it was a woman, but you let a little bitty young white girl almost ruin your life. You know what I'm saying? So
if she was a black girl, I
mean, but what I'm saying is, what if you truly don't love yourself because you've always been in a professional setting most of your life,
right?
And the fact that you're still playing games where young people can use you, and you tricking. We talk about tricking. Listen, these guys watch YouTube podcasts. Right. They talking about simping every up and down the East Coast, West Coast, South Coast, right? And the fact that you're doing exactly what everybody. It just doesn't make sense.
It's very contradictory when you have, for one, it irritates me. It irritates me when him and what's the quarterback name?
Cam Newton.
Cam Newton, right? So they're trying to have these serious conversations with women that doesn't even fall in that capacity, right? So he out here trying to talk about when you really fall in love with somebody, right after they're just talking about men that they never gave sex to, buying them expensive cars and paying for Legos for their titties and stuff, and stuff like that. So it irritates me because I'm like, I see what y'all trying to do. I see what they're trying to do. They get these folks so they can get the views and they can hit that meal or whatever it is that they're trying to do, but they're using their platform to actually have dumb conversations, because the conversations can never go anywhere because of the people that they're having the conversations with. And it's weird that I see these guys doing this. And these are supposed to be guys that at one point people actually looked at them, right? They were up here. And I said, dang, one of the things I looked at, podcasts are starting to expose people to who they really are, right? The people that you actually, you guys ever heard of that? It's not good to meet your hero type of thing. Like you meet somebody, you see them from afar. That's why they call them stars. You know what I'm saying? But once they start coming down here and they start being in the mix with the with the rest of the people, we start to see who they are, and now the respect is just not there. It's like
the weaknesses are exposed.
They will disappoint you. I mean, I like to say, Shannon Sharp is a strange bird. Because half the stuff we say, based on what we know about him, you really can't take him seriously
at all.
You really can't, especially when it comes to relationships. I mean, how do you get over? And just one chick that took the 20 million is not the end of it.
Fact.
Yeah. He's got other things, So I'm sitting down here, and like I said, you could applaud his success on social media. And these two women are a good interview based on the kind of people who want to hear this kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. But it's so hard. It's so hard when the only people we hear talking about relationship people, it's like people who are not in relationships or just don't take them seriously.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they get more airtime than everybody else.
Facts.
And these, like I said, these two women and Shannon Sharp, I'm not just talking about them. Mm-hmm. He's not the guy that I would take relationship advice from, ever.
No. I wouldn't even want my son.
I'm just saying. And then when I see the two ratchet tangs, I'm just saying.
They are pretty women.
Baby, no.
Don't be precious. Don't do it. I see what you just did.
They might be pretty women, and the old rich pain might, with the lights and the right things, I might go in. But that's back then.
You like the girl last week where her button just
I was thoroughly enamored. Thoroughly enamored. You know, but that, see, to me, that's more sexy than them being out. By the way,
You're gonna keep our being married forever.
Yeah, I've been married for a long time.
You're gonna stay married to the end. So they do not need our pain out here in these streets.
You know, man, listen.
Look, Ray,
you're gonna be hard on.
He gonna mess the church's money up. Payne will mess the church's money all up.
You know, dude.
Payne, look, he'll find out. He be like, it's only $40. Baby, like, it's only $40. Why was they saying it was so expensive? It's only $40. Why is they buying all this stuff for them? I got it for $40.
Man, listen, first of all, I don't understand. I just don't understand a guy who could buy, $100,000 something for any woman.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, without any kind of reciprocation. And even with that, that's triggering. But I know that there's guys out there who do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, there are guys out there who do that kind of stuff. And I think they're idiots. But they got money to burn.
Yeah. Those guys, those guys that are making millions.
Got money to burn.
You would see a lot of them. You would see a lot of them. But this is the thing: the reason why you don't hear about the guys that actually ignore those type of women is because they're silent with it. They're not, you know what I'm saying? It's a different type of, they just ignore those type of women. You know what I'm saying? However, you'd be amazed at the men, and that's why I said it's not believable that the dude bought her a car. He didn't get nothing from it. It's not believable. However, there's a possibility because you got some guys that are just, they'll just pay for your time.
Yeah, they'll pay for it too.
And that's even sadder.
Yeah, man.
But that's that ball game you play in when you that's the trick of the game though. For real, it's been happening for hundreds of
there's no doubt about it.
Thousands of years, So
normally it came from you can understand older guys. But don't be a 25, 22-year-old millionaire and you doing that.
Well,
I'm talking about the guys that's in that, in that range.
That age group.
Yeah, in that age group.
Let me tell you, they're getting something for that.
I can understand a Shannon Sharp. I can understand a Shannon Sharp. I can't understand like a LeVar, or not LeVar, but what's his name? Lamar or LaMelo.
Yeah, any of them.
I wouldn't be able to understand those guys.
They're getting something in return for that, though. They're getting something in return.
Yeah, I don't know the young guy that bought her this car. I feel like this might have been.
It had to be some old dude.
But think that it would be an older guy. Yeah, not no young dudes. Listen, all they have to do is just be somebody that's worth something. They ain't got to show no money, but they're doing it. They're flashing money. You like, dude, they know who you are.
Right. They know
just
who
on
you
that
are.
right there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, why
buy
are you
some
doing
ribs.
that?
What you want? Some ribs? Some ribs. You want some ribs?
Loaded mac and cheese.
You want the wings with the extra mild sauce on it?
You put me in your phone as food. That's I'm cool with it.
That's all it is.
It was a thing that I reposted. A guy was like, "Hey fellas, you want to know how easy it is to make your girl happy?" And he was like, "Hey babe, you want to make some s'mores? You want me to go get some marshmallows?" And she was like, "Yeah!" Oh my gosh! That is the best. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Down women, they don't need $100,000 car. Just some good quality time. Like, you know what I mean? Let's get some wings. Let's get something. It don't have to be this grandiose, type of situation to say for what? For you to say that a man bought you because she traded it in and got another one, and now supposedly she's on her third one. You know what I mean? So you're gonna need a car. Like, why speak on it if there really it really does make it look like tricking when you speak about it the way that you speak about it.
Yeah. Again, I couldn't do it.
And just nobody got to know who got you that car. You just
cars and
a new car.
But cars and houses that's crazy. This is my thing though, Precious. all I'm thinking about, I ain't even thinking about the damn car. I'm thinking about, what if this girl get into a damn accident?
She's liable. I mean, she needed. She got insurance.
If she couldn't afford to get the car, she may not be able to afford to get the insurance on that damn car.
I think it wouldn't count for her unless the car was in her name, but that's for sure.
Yeah,
You know?
I mean, they do this, and this is why you have so many guys that's having money problems afterwards, right? They done bought cars and walked away from them. They done, you know what I'm saying? They do stuff and not even understanding, you know.
No, you're right, JT, but the guys who money will run out like that, they ain't giving a woman a car if they ain't get nothing in return. A guy who could give a woman a car and don't ask for nothing in return got money to burn.
Yeah, until they don't. These be basketball players and rappers, and that shit don't last long. Once your damn rap career is over with in 2 weeks, the money ain't the same.
Most of those guys ain't giving women money without asking for something in return. I mean, that's a big deal. The man who's just giving shit to a woman and not expecting something in return is the basketball players are getting theirs, man. They're spending money. You don't think they? Man,
I don't know. These girls are out here.
They're passing the same girls around each other in a circle. How many basketball players we know gave a baby to a guy when another basketball player gave her a baby first, or a football player? They're passing them around.
Maybe be a millionaire.
Yeah, you know, I mean, the women are making a life. Like Drea Michelle, for example, spaced her whole career on having a baby by guys 20 years apart. So when her child support ran out on one, she got another baby coming, and her child support is on another one.
Crazy.
And she did it a couple of times, man. Yeah. And so now she's got this young boy that she treats like a baby. He's going to be paying her money all the way till she's 60-something years old.
Yeah.
Right. Most guys ain't moving like that. Most guys ain't in that situation.
I think Bernice Bowgirls is doing the same thing.
There's very few though.
Yeah.
There's
enough of them. The guys, the entertainers and the rappers and all of them, they're passing the same women around, and them women are cashing checks.
And then we seeing how that happens though. When they get older, the money ain't the same. And now they out here filing for damn motions to get a modification in child support.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with that, but I'm just saying those guys went for the goodies though. It's not like they didn't just give it to these women.
Yeah, but man, listen.
I see a big difference. I see a big difference.
Yeah, but this is why I said that you would think it would be older guys because they're probably a little more stable when it comes down to it. They know what they're doing. But when you have these young cats, especially if they just got into some money like that, you know what I'm saying? Think about this. When they was in
to these women without getting something in return. That's the point.
That's why they give you some box and a baby out of it. They give a son that they got to pay for.
That's the point I'm making. She said she got this out of the guy and she didn't have to do anything.
She probably gave him some coochie. I mean, she could give up some coochie like it ain't nothing.
She could be lying, but she said she didn't even have to do that.
But yeah, of course they.
So that's why I said it's not believable that part, but still, coochie ain't. It's like the market has plummeted. That shit plummeted. Shit value. The value is zero.
You're right.
Yeah, but we keep saying that.
$40.
We keep saying that. But there's women still, making a bag off of dudes, man.
Right, and at the same time of making a bag off those dudes, they putting cases on these cats too.
Yeah,
if it's not a child support case, it's a DV case. If it's not a DV case, it's a damn sexual harassment case.
They're still paying premium dollars for that because the chicks that doing it for 40 in the front and 20 in the back are not the same chicks we're talking about.
They're absolutely the same chicks.
They're the same chicks. They're the same chicks.
Let me tell you why I say that. Let me tell you why I say that. Chris Brown ain't got to pay a chick to do shit. In fact, they're paying him. And I'm not just saying Chris Brown, the person. There's a lot of Chris Browns that's in there. They may not be making the millions and millions of dollars of him, but women like how they look. They like how they're structured. And they deal with these guys. And they got money. They probably just ain't got the Chris Brown money. But these dudes is not paying these girls shit.
Nope.
They're not paying them. Then you got the other set of dudes that are paying them. These girls are out here. They're being. If you got a target, a dunce target on your back, they know who to play like that. But there's other guys that ain't paying that shit.
Well,
that's why I'm saying that. Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm with you on the guys who ain't paying that stuff. They're not going to be the guys who give away gifts for nothing.
And normally those guys that's doing that will be not the basketball players, but the basketball player coaches, the referees. These are the people that's the commentators. What's that one dude, Skip? Wasn't Skip doing that shit, Pan? And he was a trick. You got it. So we understand why those dudes do it, because they're older and they know them. That's what it is. But when you got cats that's out here that's in the game, they ain't even got to be a star player. All they got to do is be on the team.
Yep.
Yeah,
red shirt.
No, I'm not arguing that. That's not my argument. I don't disagree with you. I'm just saying there's guys who could get it for free. And there's guys who and there's tricks who are making sure if they pay anything, they want something in return.
But yeah, those are tricks, right? Because these guys are coming.
A lot of guys are tricking, man.
But not a lot of guys are tricking.
Most guys are tricking, man.
I believe we all have
chicks.
I believe we all.
And they're not quality, but for the best looking.
I don't think most guys are tricking, right? I think most guys are paying very minimum because they already.
They're paying anything as a trick. They're paying anything as a trick.
I mean, but we've all done that in our paying. Hell, we've been doing that.
I didn't say I didn't.
No, what I'm saying is, okay. So since we know that'll be eventually part of the play, I just sort of dismissed that, right? But guys that put themselves in positions where they got to pay all this hundreds of thousands, these guys are
talking around each other, man.
I got something for you.
They're supposed to be passing around.
Adrian Broner and Dean the Great. Let me tell you, Adrian Broner and Dean the Great, they ain't paying nothing. They be having a house full of goddamn girls in there, and they ain't paying neither one. No, he ain't going out bad now. He ain't going out bad now. If you following him.
Well, he just got a little bit of money that he's going to.
No. That's not what I'm talking about. I ain't talking about that. He got a lot of money now. But what I'm saying is this: he's not even. They're not even streaming doing that. He's getting ready. He's trying to get ready to box again. So they're in the camp. They're in the camp. But if you just follow them, they're in the camp. All the boxers, Zab Judah. They're in there with what's the little short tank. All the greats. They came and surrounded these guys. Got them in the camp. I think it's for 2 months or something like that. Because they both. So, but what I'm saying is this: when he started streaming, you can see it. They be having 20 and 30 girls in there. They ain't paying them nothing. There's other dudes that's there with them. Now, this is another thing. Now, watch this. A lot of these dudes definitely ain't paying these women because guess what? They got a girl that goes and get the other girls because they just want to be around them. We just want to be around this shit. And they're screwing these dudes all night, every night, and these dudes ain't paying these women not a damn dime. Adrian Broner was what, 43, 44, something like that? But Dean is young. And all those dudes that Dean hang with are young. On top of that, who else they got over there? Chris Brown. Now, I don't like Brandy little brother. He's a weirdo. He's just bad news. But they had Ray J, but they had
that man though. They can't mess with Ray J for real.
They got all of these. They got all of these so-called. They got all of these stars that they're hanging around. Right? It's just clout. They ain't paying these young girls nothing but
the clout is their payment.
Right. Yeah.
So anyway, all right. So we're
it's not. I'm not saying what you're saying is not true. I'm just saying that it's just,
I hear you.
It's a lot of ways they do it.
Things are true. So don't impregnate. Listen, fellas, and this is an easy play. I'm paying you right? Because what y'all saying is both true in a sense, right? Guys that know who the pass arounds are paying, they're not caring about the red flag because they chasing the booty and they having babies. That's the worst thing I would think.
That's the worst thing in the world.
A young man with money could do with any woman is have a baby out of wedlock. That would take all their little money.
Anthony Edwards is going to be one of the next ones.
Yeah, he's going to be one of them in court when he retired, talking about, man, can we lower these payments?
Filing for a modification.
Yeah, getting the modification. And see, that's the problem. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem. So we'll see what the future holds with guys. But I do believe most, even people, especially since they've been getting NIL money, most young men are moving a little bit more responsible.
Okay.
They're not slanging it like you and me and JT in our time was slanging
I
it.
didn't have no money to sling it.
I'm just saying, man.
Well, that's a big delineation, but you can see the delineation now.
They changed
because you got two sets in the same. You got two sets of people.
Yeah.
That's in the same direction. You got the ones that's really, really doing it, and then you got the ones that ain't doing it. So you can really see a big difference in it now.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Well, there you go. So, okay, what's going on, Precious? We're done with the videos?
Look, we here for a short time.
That's right.
It's always good to be up here. So
it's always a pleasure hanging with you guys, learning new things. Absolutely. Sometimes being surprised. Sometimes, not agreeing. But at the end of the day, we all still love each other, and we're gonna come back next Wednesday. So,
well, I can honestly say it's a pleasure talking to you, though. It's really a pleasure, man.
Yeah, it's always nice to be up, man. So, wait, we doing final thoughts, or you're gonna give us the final?
Yeah, no, it's final thoughts. You guys do final thoughts, and then we'll get out of here. We'll start with JT, go to Coach Ferg, and then Arpan. You can end it off.
Okay.
Yeah, my final thought is that it's a great conversation. We basically, it's good that you have the reason why I say that, it's a pleasure talking to you because you bring something for us to think about, to ponder on. And every time I come up here, I've had different thoughts from the last time that I had a thought on something. So that's why I say it's a definitely pleasure talking to you. And my brothers, it's always good talking to y'all, man.
Yep.
Most definitely. I ended with that.
I appreciate you, JC. Thanks so much. You don't have to be up here, but you choose to. So I appreciate that. I'm sure the viewers do as well. Coach Ferg?
No, I mean, as always, JT said, man, it's a interesting Wednesday when I come up here. I look forward to the times. I'm checking. I'm like, man, where's the link at? I'm reaching out to you, but no, I think it's a good perspective, coming from yourself sometime because you are who you are, and that's the beauty of who you are because you live your own truth in your own story, and you're not afraid of that. So that's unique in itself. But listen, Precious, man, listen. I don't want to be on these podcasts with you for the next 5 years. Now you better weed through that. Our pain will help you find. JT will definitely help you find that one that can get you off the streets.
Well, look, when I disappear, you'll know.
Yeah. But listen, you ain't gotta disappear, but just let us know when you get out. Just let us know. I might want to pull up. I might want to pull up and dance a 2-step or something, get some cake or something.
Right. Not only that, Coach Ferg. Right?
But
I know if you finished, but go ahead. If you
you know what I'm saying. Listen, man, life is here, precious, and I appreciate. You know what I'm saying. Just the platform. We laugh and we joke, but overall, man, I think it's needed. Conversations are needed because with people like Shannon speaking fear and and the women's is teaching scam that shit. You know what I'm saying? What are people gonna learn? Somebody's gonna look at these videos down the road. So that's all I look at. You know what I'm saying? I got a 23-year-old son, man. I don't want him just out here willy-nilly trying to be me or just get caught up in old scam by some old chick. You know what I'm saying?
That's what they
I want him to have to live that life because I can't live it for him.
Right.
He become a baby daddy. He gonna see that. I'm like, I'm not giving you no money. I'm not even ready to be a granddaddy. I'll be one, but I worry about those things. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully he finds what he's looking for this time, and he can live it throughout his own life and own lens of it. Because everybody's relationship is different, man.
Yeah.
So all right, that's cool. So if you do find that guy, you got to bring him to the panel so we could question his ass.
Yeah.
Bring him to the panel so we could put him under whatever the real spot. You know, we'll see what he's all about. You know what I'm saying? And she said, "No way, I'm keeping
I
it."
have two fathers, actually.
You gotta bring him over here. We the uncles. We the uncles, damn it. We the uncles, damn it. We ain't the father. We ain't fixing that nigga no dinner.
Panel, I want to put you.
Say what the nigga say his name is Reggie.
Right.
What you gonna do with my niece?
Right. We the uncles on that.
Anyway, so listen. I mean, again, like usual, it's good thought-provoking stuff. Listen, so Monday I do have a show on Black Man Unfiltered. This one is black on black crime and why black people refuse to look in the mirror.
Okay, Monday. What time?
At 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
And I'm going to prohibit anybody from trying to change the thing, but white people do. But white people this. But white people. I want to know why we are so silent when we have massacres going on everywhere. Right. And nobody's saying anything. I'd like to talk about that with people and trying to keep it focused on why we give a pass for black on black crime the way we do.
I'll come up there and help you keep it focused, bro. Because they be trying to take over my man Arpain show. I'm not gonna have it this time.
Be a tough conversation, man. It's a tough conversation.
Yeah, so that's what we're gonna talk about. So I'm gonna see what we say about that. Now, I don't know if we're gonna solve anything, but because I'm gonna be calling people out too. I mean, we got a lot of people who are enemies of the community, and they're all familiar faces, but they're keeping us standing still.
Yeah,
we keep us standing still. Anyway, that's it. So that's it, bro. So
definitely share the show so I can repost it on.
Yeah, I always put it on the link. You know, if I can get BMU to put the damn thumbnail out more than 2 minutes before the goddamn show.
Wow.
He be driving, putting down
thumbnails
with one hand.
So I think that would be a good one. I do some of those kind of shows. Last week was pretty good. But anyway, we keep. That's fun.
Well, I appreciate you guys. My final thoughts is I appreciate you. You guys don't have to join with me on Wednesday evenings. You can be anywhere, be doing anything, but you devote your time to those who are willing to listen, who want to engage in the conversation in the comments. I appreciate those who are watching. If you're part of the replay gang, you're in for a good one. But definitely like, share, subscribe. But we'll be back next Wednesday. Of course, you guys know that I do the adoptee foster shows on Tuesday.
Right.
I actually just came back from Louisiana from seeing my biological father, and we had so much fun. I don't know. I might have to get me a country boy. I might have to get me a boy. With his hands. Okay. Remember I said that before, Arpain. Like, guys up north, man. They for it. I'm not going. You know, I'm not going to hate on that. But the guys from the South, it's just like
you can find you a city country boy.
It was like, oh, he's a carpenter and he's a welder and he's a like you don't hear he's an IT and he's like these men are hands.
Find your city country boy. You can be a little city.
You get those little country boys. You get the nice.
I don't know how much longer. I don't know if I want to stay in New Jersey. I think I got a good few more years here, and then I think I want to be out.
Well, you need to be scoping the landscape and find a city country boy. You got a little city, a little country. You want to have a mixture.
He's gonna be a lucky man.
Yeah, but it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that if you're not in the right circles, that there's not just for women, but especially for like the women of today. Some of them are actually looking for a real connection. Mm-hmm. And it's not a problem that there's a certain standard you want your guy to have, or else you already know it's not going to kind of work for you. Yeah. And so those guys exist, but a lot of those guys are hidden. They're in the house. They're not out, right? Yeah. Or they're married or all that, but they're not really just out. I don't know where you find them, but they're out there. There's guys out there. I mean, it's just guys out there. It's just like it happens.
Yeah, I'm not rushing it. I'm not, I'm not looking for a man to pay my bills and like I really felt with somebody and
that's a whole nother show.
Right. I'm not looking for all that. So, it might take a little longer, but I'm okay with that. I'm cool.
Yeah, I know we're going final thoughts. That whole thing about women looking for men to pay their bills is crazy anyway, because it's a lie. It's a lie. I mean, you do whatever it takes, both sides, to keep a family going. It's not about who pays.
Right.
It's about that you both have to stand up, and that's it. But that's not how people are socializing it, but they didn't finish the show. That's a whole nother category.
It is. That's a whole nother show. We'll cover that later down the line, but we'll definitely be back next Wednesday. You guys enjoy your last few minutes of Wednesday. It's going to be Thursday, and have a great weekend if I don't speak to you guys before then. But it's been a pleasure. You guys have a great evening.
So we got out of here before 12. Look at that.
All right, y'all.
Yeah, take it easy.
All right now.
See ya.